that. Okay. Going to crack this one open. I had... What? Okay, this is gonna take a while to get back up. Okay. Oh, forgetting how to do everything. It's very unfortunate. Alright, let me share out the new link. This is the right stream. Welcome, welcome. I'm just going to put an updated link up on my social media so that everyone knows what I am doing, and then we can get into the thing. How are you doing today, Amelia? I feel like we haven't talked in a hot minute.
I'm doing pretty well. The last couple of weeks have been really busy for me. I've been playing a game for work, and it was pretty long, and it's still embargoed, so I can't say which one. But I finished it yesterday finally, and yeah, I'm free, so to speak. And I'm going on vacation next week, so
That's good. I know that, I mean, we can't talk about that game, but I know that's been quite the experience for you.
yes, the fact that I've been unable to tweet about it has driven me like fairly mad.
Oh my god.
Like just because of the way the game is, like I'm trying very hard to not allude to which game it is, but
all you have to know is that as soon as you're allowed to talk about it, you're gonna have like you probably have like hundreds of pent up tweets from this past like week or two.
yes, and at least half of them are going to be all about one man.
Oh my god, this is okay. We can't get too much further into this.
Yeah.
Okay, were you? Oh, someone in chat got blocked on my Tumblr. Lol. I block people on Tumblr and Twitter, actually, for incredibly petty reasons. But no one's ever getting unblocked. So, too bad. Sorry about it.
I like never block anybody, unless they're like some rando coming to my mentions to call me a slur.
That does happen occasionally. Alright, let me just make sure that Ace Attorney is working. So we're going to do new game. We're going to switch to Justice for All. Okay. And then we're going to also go... Hold on, we have to adjust the settings first.
Hey, can you share the stream for me, then?
Oh, sorry, yes. Oh, is this really... Oh, damn it. This is the quietest it can go. Oh, that sucks. Okay. This is a problem. Amelia, are you sure there's not any other way to make yourself louder? Because I can't make the game quieter. It literally won't let me.
I can try looking for my microphone settings, or I can just try projecting like a theater kid.
I can try... Hold on, let me try... cranking... Let's see if I... tried this. Amelia, could you say something?
Objection! I don't know.
Yeah, okay, because I just went into the sound mixer. Chat, does that also come through for you? Game is quieter. Okay. I think this should... It's probably too low. God damn it.
I think it's probably fine.
Alright,
if it becomes a persistent issue, you can fix it later.
Yeah, I'll make it like... That should be good. That should be good. Okay, I'm calling this good. We're going to go back. New game. Oh, no. We do want Justice for All, but, of course, before we get into the game, it's time for... Game's too quiet now. Ay. Okay. I'm gonna set it to 26. 26. This is that. Not fucking around with it anymore. Outfit check. I have no commentary on this because this is a stupid outfit that doesn't make any sense. But, you know, I can't think of a better use for this shirt. I'm gonna be completely honest with you people. I bought it.
Hot girl summer.
Hot girl summer. Yeah, I bought it and then I was like, I don't think I can, like, wear this the way you're supposed to. I don't even know how you're supposed to wear this. Fucking whatever. Alright, let's play some Ace Attorney. Let's do it. I have no idea what to expect from this. Episode 1, The Lost Turnabout.
The first case of this one is fun.
Oh boy. Isn't, like, your favorite case out of all of them in this, game?
My favorite case is the last one of Trials and Tribulations. The last one of Justice for All is really good, though. Definitely top 5.
Okay. We're already off to a very strong start here. Is this taking place in Phoenix's nightmare? Silence.
No, this is where I revealed you. This is where I revealed even that this series becomes a fighting game in this installment. You better learn your inputs.
Oh no, I'm terrible at fighting games.
Don't worry, so am I.
I remember when Skullgirls came out, I really wanted to be good at Skullgirls. Because...
God, that's so on brand for you. God.
I am Minerva Predictable Kelly. This is my, that's right in the name. But yeah, I couldn't really get into Skullgirls because I can't do fighting games. I mean, in retrospect, I think the problem was that I was playing on a keyboard, and I think fighting games, you have to play them on, like, I can't remember what they're called, but they're, like, it's a controller that's specifically designed for fighting games, you know?
A stick?
Yeah, with a stick. I think it doesn't really make sense unless you're playing with a stick.
Yeah.
Yeah, fight
I
stick.
mean, you can pass with a controller, but, like, doing it with, a keyboard and mouse is pretty impossible.
Yeah, a keyboard, okay. I think that was my problem. That was back when I was gaming on a, like a 2010, like, white matte MacBook. Oh god, dark times. That was like the worst computer I've ever had. Good morning. Good morning. What's wrong? You don't look well. People are at their best first thing in the morning. Where's that fighting spirit? I don't know about that, lady. I meet a lot of people who, cannot get going until about 11 a.m. at the earliest. Am I in trouble or something? Trouble? Never mind. You're a policewoman, right? I thought maybe I had done something wrong. What are you talking about? I'm the one in trouble. Well, I'm placing my life in your hands today, Mr. Phoenix, right? Oh, yeah. You are. Wait, what are we doing? Cell phone, I found this in my pocket, but I don't remember what it means or how it got here. Time, oh, I guess I've lost all my memories? Glasses, found under the victim's body, piece of nearsighted lenses. Dustin's autopsy report, time of death, 9/6/6:28 p.m., broken neck. Body also covered in bruises. I think I accidentally hit tab. You promised me. You said you would prove that I was not guilty. Not guilty? Just when I thought all hope was lost, when all the other lawyers had laughed me off. Leave it to me, you said. You, the one and only Phoenix Wright, came to save the day. And just like that, I was moved to tears, sir. I'll never forget what you're doing for me. Ever. What is this girl babbling about? Actually, I really love to watch court proceedings, and I always root for you to win. When I'm off duty, I like to come here and... What's wrong? You've been acting really strange, and you keep staring at me. You're making me kind of nervous, sir. Oh, sorry. I'm afraid to ask, but here goes. So this might sound bad, but, who are you? What? Mr. Wright, how can you say that? How can you do this to the fragile heart of a girl about to go on trial? You're absolutely horrible. No, I mean, I didn't mean it like that. Is this how a defense attorney treats his client, sir? I can't believe this. No, it's just, well, I think you have the wrong person. Yes, who am I? I'm Jean Valjean.
Jean Valjean.
Easily one of the wackiest movie watching experiences of my life was Les Mis.
Les Mis is a musical's musical.
It really is. I forget if I've told that story before. Of Amelia, did I tell you the story of me watching Les Mis in theaters?
I don't think so.
The story.
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, go on.
I've seen it at home with Eli.
Okay.
And it was not as good as the actual musical, obviously.
Right, of course. My oh my god, okay. My experience watching Les Mis was that, I saw it when it came out in 2012, and I was dating a girl at the time who was a huge theater kid. This was the second time she had dragged me into something theater-related. The first time was when she had me come to a performance of, what was it, Little Shop of Horrors, where she was playing the dentist. And there's a part in that song, the dentist song, where the dentist goes like, say like a few times, then now spit. And the way they set it up is that when I walked into the theater for the play, they were like, the usher was like, oh, we have a special seat for you. And I'm like, excuse me? And they put me in the front row in the specific spot. And so so that when she was doing the song, she could jump down off the stage and run up to me as she's doing that part. And be like right in my face for it, which was pretty funny. And she did not tell me about that in advance. But, anyway, no, the Les Mis watching experience I had was, so I went with her to see Les Mis in 2012, and it was really funny because I had never seen Les Mis before. I had no knowledge of it, aside from the fact that the novel is unreasonably long. And that it was about French people in the 19th century. She was a massive Les Mis fan who had read the entire book. Was like super, super into it. And so, basically, the short version of it is that she was like going insane and crying and commenting on everything that would happen the whole time. And I was just sitting there like, I have no idea what you're talking about. Because she was already invested in all of the characters. And she was just having like, you know, like a fangirl reaction to watching the thing you love for the gazillionth time. And I had no idea. And so there was literally one part where she was like, she was crying really intensely over something. I was like, I don't get it. And I was like, what's going on? Sorry. She's like, you don't understand. And I'm like, I literally don't. I have no idea what's going on in this movie. Alright, I should probably figure out what's going on in this fucking trial.
Pay attention to the text, so
Okay. We're getting Gumshoe on the stand. That's a good sign. Witness, please state your name and occupation. Name is Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct. Oh, right, because Edgeworth isn't here, which means that, we can actually get, the witness to state their name and occupation for once. Oh, okay. I guess Maggie is one of, his subordinates. While I was a trainee, he was always watching out for me, sir. Her name is Last Bird, and her last name is Bird, and she has a bunch of feathers on her. Great. Typical. Happened at the park near headquarters. Expose Park. Victim was one of the local cops, Dustin Prince. He was pushed down from the benches on the upper path, sir. The landing beat his body up bad and snapped his neck. The details are listed in the report that was distributed yesterday, which I do have on record. Even the estimated time of death is unusually well documented. Victim's watch stopped from the impact of the landing, sir. The results of the autopsy confirm the time of death. If I may, Your Honor, the prosecution would like to submit this photograph. Very well, court accepts it into evidence. Lovely. Now then, I recall at yesterday's preliminary hearing, a very important piece of evidence was brought to our attention. Yes, Your Honor. Yes, sir. Yes, I guess. Mr. Wright, is your head on right today? Literally no. This is gonna be an extremely silly case.
It is. That's why it's good.
Alright, I assume it's the glasses. Nearsighted lenses were found nearby. That's a specific detail. I'm sure that will never come up again. Damn it.
Lot of conservation of detail.
Yup. Tab, huh? You really know what you're talking about. Yes, Your Honor. Court is in session. Save your chit-chat for later. What is this game if not chit-chatting?
I'd love to see someone like J.R.R. Tolkien write a murder mystery where there are, like, just a billion extraneous details. Like, half of them are not resolved by the end of it.
Oh my god. Fucking Tom Bombadil shows up.
Yeah, exactly.
Victim grabbed his killer's glasses as he was being shoved, sir, and held onto them as he fell. Hey, why are you giving me the evil eye? Those glasses you're wearing. Huh? Yes, this is my spare pair. But these glasses they found at the scene of the crime are not mine, I swear, sir. You sure about that? Are you sure about that? Look, it was a coincidence that on the same day I accidentally stepped on mine. A coincidence, she says. Your Honor, I have further evidence to present. More? And this evidence is very decisive. They really love the word decisive in this game. Alright. Gumshoe! Give it to us. Something even more incriminating than the glasses under the victim's body, sir. During his date, the victim was pushed from the bench area, but he managed to write the culprit's name on the ground when he landed. I don't like saying it, but it was clearly the defendant's name, Maggie, sir. With this piece of evidence and the glasses, it's hard not to say she's the culprit. Oh my god. Yeah, that's pretty clear. Prosecution would like to submit this picture. Understood. The court accepts it into evidence. If the glasses alone don't make you look suspicious, the victim even wrote your name clear as day on the ground. But I already told you those glasses aren't mine. How do you explain his dying message? It's a conspiracy! I'm not guilty, sir! Oh boy. Alright. Oh, they... So they gave him amnesia so that they can do more tutorials for the beginning of the second game. I see.
Yeah, it's a funny way to do it.
It's like how at the beginning of every Metroid game, Samus mysteriously just doesn't have any powers from her last mission.
Seriously, so...
I am looking forward to Metroid Dread, by the way.
Oh, so am I. I'm so excited for that.
It's been a very long time between since I last played a Metroid game. Looking forward to it.
Did you play Samus Returns on the 3DS? That was a good one.
I did. That was pretty good. I should play that again sometime. The lenses are for nearsightedness and are almost the same strength as hers. Even the frames look kind of like the ones she's wearing on her ID pal. What should I do now? Continue pressing. Hold it! I love how he said hold it, but he didn't get the hold it! Because he's, like, not all the way there.
Yeah.
Dirt and sand rubbed out any traces of fingerprints or anything. So what you're saying, detective, is that you have nothing that proves those glasses are my client's. Something like that. What? I see. So there is no proof. Wow, that was amazing! I could totally feel it down in my gut. Victim was pushed from the bench area. What was the date? Managed to write the culprit's name in the ground where he landed. Well, how do you know it was the culprit for sure? I don't like saying it, but it was clearly the defendant's name. Yeah, it looks pretty clear to me. Huh? Don't huh me! I know the picture says Maggie, but now that she mentions it, something does feel kind of off about the picture. That's how you know you found a contradiction. Hurry up and present some evidence. Okay, hold on. Wait.
So something to keep in mind with this game, a big change is that you can present Wait. So a big change. I'll give you a big hint to start off. The big change for this game is that you can present character profile evidence now if you click R.
Only thing I can recall is she's a policewoman. The victim and a policeman seems he was dating the defendant, Maggie Bird. Prosecutor, generally bad at getting his points across. Yes. Interesting.
And you do have to present a profile for this first.
Oh!
Yeah, that tripped me up the first time I played it. So.
That's okay, thank you for the tip.
I didn't want to get you floundering about for 10 minutes as you didn't realize that was a thing you could do.
What? What is it? What? What's come over me? Without thinking, I just blurted out, "Objection!" And I yelled it at the top of my lungs, finger outstretched, ready to take on my opponent. That's what you do. What a rush! Detective Gumshoe, you talking to me, pal? Please state the defendant's name for me. What are you trying to prove with this futile exercise, Mr. Wright? You'll see, this is a very crucial line of questioning. Actually, Mr. Payne, you can answer the defendant's name if you please. Where is this ridiculous question coming from? Defendant's name is Maggie Bird. I think someone needs to check the court record. What? Is this?
I thought you say it out loud. You can't tell you say it wrong.
It was probably a different joke in Japanese.
Yeah.
It was probably like a kanji or something that was like a little off.
Yeah, that's interesting. I do wonder.
But maybe the victim didn't know how to spell her name correctly. May I remind you that it was you who said the defendant is accused of killing, her lover? Yes. Truly lovers, it would be impossible for him to have not known her name. True. Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. Are you absolutely certain that the defendant and the victim, Dustin Prince, were in fact lovers? Yes, I am quite certain, Your Honor. They were a well-known couple in the police force. Gumshoe, please testify for the court the relationship between the victim and the defendant. Yes, sir. It's not Maggie, it's Maggie. Officer Prince and Officer Bird had been going out for about half a year. It sounded like they were even talking about marriage. Day of the incident just happened to be the victim's birthday, sir. Officer I'll catch that part later. I should know, because she came to me to ask what she should get for him. Yes, I see. You may cross-examine the witness, Mr. Wright. Alright. Yeah, that does sound quick for me. I don't know. Well, these guys... How old were these people? Like 20? 30? Hold on. 22 and 30. So young for her, not for him.
Yeah.
Every year in March, we have a training camp for us cops. Officer Bird was a rookie at the time, and she and Officer Prince seemed to hit it off. Actually, I was supposed to go too, but I couldn't pay the deposit for the trip, so I didn't. If only I had gone to that trip. What is it? Oh, nothing, sir. Really, anyway. Oh, poor Gumshoe. Forever downtrodden.
Forever.
Hey, pal, we start an age gap discourse here. Detective Gumshoe and Dustin were only a year apart, you know. I think this fella has a ways to go before marriage. Brutal. Mind your own business, pal. Achievement unlocked. Of all of the things to add an achievement for. Gotten off duty at 6:30. Since Maggie's night shift hadn't started yet, they went to the park for a bit. I remember when I was young and in love.
Does the judge have a spouse?
We don't know as of right now. Well, that's because I'm her boss, and I've got to watch out for my subordinates. But even what she was going to give as a present, isn't that going a bit too far? Hey, pal, watch what you say. I know everything that happens under me. If someone so much as scratches their... I really don't need to know that much. Mr. Wright, please refrain from badgering the witness. Okay, yeah. I think the good detective is about done here. Can say that again. She's a very considerate woman, pal. So, what was his, this birthday present? She got him a glove. A single glove? Oh, it's a baseball glove. He's a huge baseball fan. Oh, that's a baseball! I believe you said something that the present was, she had bought over 2 months ago. Are you saying she bought the glove at a store that far in advance? Nah, nothing like that, pal. Then what is it like? She ordered it. It was custom made. Ah. Really don't see how this glove is related to this case. Yes, it would seem there is little relevance. What do you think, Mr. Wright? Do you think this glove is really relevant to the case?
Of course it's relevant.
Of course it's relevant! It always is. That glove is the key to this whole case. Yes, bluffing to the max. Now this is the Mr. Right I know. Pressing people. It feels like I've done this before. As if I used to do this to squeeze information from even the most tight-lipped people. God, so much of Phoenix Wright is just drawing blood from the hardest of stones.
It's his special talent.
Anyway, this is it, sir. That just looks like bananas.
Bananais.
Bananais. Oh, Banana. I love her so much.
Our favorite war criminal. Question mark. I feel like people use the term war criminal a little often.
The term war criminal gets thrown around a little too much. I think we need to scale that one back a bit, you know?
Diversify our terminology for problematic faves.
Yes, exactly. You know,
I do have to say that the war criminal term always makes me think of that one Fire Emblem post about like Dimitri respecting lesbians, and the person quote retweeting it's like, he doesn't respect women, he murders them. Not
just kills, murders! That is an all-time, like, top 10 all-time tweets.
Yeah, that's one of those tweets that also hasn't been deleted.
Oh yeah, it's still up.
Yeah, just like the vagina bones tweet.
Oh my god,
has this not been deleted?
Vagina bones. That's one of my other favorites. Were scratches on his skin that were caused by him writing on the ground. From this, we could confirm that the victim wrote this name with his right hand. Okay. See what we got.
Hold on, the stream's pushing, so I'm just gonna...
Representation win. Your favorite is a war criminal. First looked into the handwriting. Yeah, this is why amateurs are amateurs. We're not a bunch of simpletons, pal. Scientific investigation in this country is actually pretty good. I believe it's time to get back to the real point. Couldn't confirm that it was the victim's handwriting. Lol. Sounds like something Emma would have said. Next, we check the victim's pointer finger. His pointer finger. You know, the one you're always pointing and waving around in people's faces. Every time you do it, I have a mini heart attack. It's like you're trying to kill me, pal. It's like, he's just confused because in Yu-Gi-Oh! They shoot people with their fingers. Found that there was sand trapped under the victim's fingernail. Well, it proves what he did. Yes, this explains why there was sand stuck under his nail. I guess he's right. And there's more. There was also scratches on the skin. You can see them with your naked eye, but they're there. Sure is. So small we had to use a magnifying glass, like a really strong one. It's got that really scientific-sounding name. You mean a microscope? Yeah, that's it! We used one of those, and that's how we found it. I can't believe this guy doesn't know what a microscope is. Definitely. Don't you think it would be strange if Dustin really wrote that message with his right hand? Do you think I would have gone through that much trouble to get into the present? What about it? Hold on. I think I know what I have to do here. Let's go see the evidence. So that is his right hand, so this isn't a right hand, left hand thing. I assume... Okay, Amelia? Are you there?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Okay, so... I have to wonder... So, the writing that says Maggie is visible in this photo, but it's not visible in this photo. Is that just, like, creative liberties?
I think it's angular distortion. You can kind of see something made out on the ground, it's just not easily visible from there.
Okay,
from that angle.
Oh! Ha!
There you go.
Take a look at this.
Right as the chat asks if you know baseball.
No! I don't... Hold on, I gotta do my hold on. Sorry. One sec. Why is... Wait. Okay. Hold on. I gotta...
Here's the thing. I don't give a shit about baseball. It's boring.
All right. Sorry about that.
At this point, the build-up is gonna be funnier than whatever the payoff is gonna be.
Wasted too much time. It was a long way to go for a short drink of water. It's really yellow. And that's about it. Yes, it's really yellow, but that is only one of its qualities. Huh? There's another reason why it's special. What would that be? It's very simple. This glove is made for a left-handed person. Left-handed? Why, you're absolutely right. This glove is made to be worn on the right hand. That is why it had to be custom made. I've never seen a bright yellow left-hander's glove for sale. Have you? Well, no. So, detective, which hand did the victim use to write the name with again? That's easy. Look, it's obvious from this picture that it was his... Wait a second. Don't forget that the victim was left-handed. Ah! Overruled, Mr. Wright. I would like to know what your line of reasoning proves. There's only one conclusion that can be drawn. A left-handed person could not have written a message with his right hand. Therefore, the person who wrote the name Maggie could not have been the victim. Ah. When you think about that way, then yes. It's not possible that this name was written by the victim himself. Then that means Maggie is... No. It's not possible! Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. The evidence the prosecution has presented has failed to prove the defendant's guilt. In fact, I believe you have proven her to be innocent. No! I love how this is all we're going off. Still, it seems that we have reached the conclusion. You did a fine job once again, Mr. Wright. Me, Your Honor? Well, thank you, sir. See, you got complimented by the judge again. You're really good. And that's why you can't give up being a lawyer, sir. Are you joking? I'm more than ready to retire. I mean, please give me a few more minutes, Your Honor. What is the meaning of this, Mr. Payne? The prosecution is not finished yet. What do you mean? We would like to call our next witness to the stand. What? What did this witness witness? The moment the victim was pushed to his death. What's more, he saw the very face of the culprit. What the heck? I've been forced to learn about baseball through sheer wanting to understand who's on first. And by that I mean what an outfielder and shortstop are. Thanks, Doll Queen 333. Yeah, that did seem a bit too easy. Court is adjourned for recess. To be continued.
I always forget how short and simple the intro cases in the early games are.
Oh, do they get very complicated after the, Sorry.
Because in, like, the third game, you get the first intro case that, like, actually plays into kind of the rest of the game. It's really good. It's, like, fantastic. And the fourth game kind of does that too, but from that point on, they just start getting, like, longer. Whereas, like, I remember for the first and second game, at least, the trials are, like, really short and simple.
A Maggie kick should be all you need. No, I think I'll pass on this one. She just really wants to kick someone in the head. It's fine. We're here to solve your problem first. We can deal with mine later. For now, do you think you can fill me in on a few things? Of course, I'd be honored to. Well, I guess we'll start with my name and then I can tell you about me. No, that's okay. Really, I think I know you and your name pretty well by now. I was wondering if you could help me figure out a few things about myself. So my name is Phoenix Wright. What a weird name. Oh, man. A business card? I got it from you. It's my most prized possession. You can borrow it for now, but please give it back, okay? There are some numbers written on the back. That's your cell phone number. Great. Now we should stop talking about me and start talking about this case. This case, yep. Can you think of anything that would be helpful for me to know? What can I tell you? Can't think of anything other than the incident with that cell phone, but... Cell phone? Yeah, your eyes lit up when we talked about it at the detention center, sir. Hurry up and tell me, this might be very important. Okay, Roger. It was on the day of the crime, just before 6 p.m. I picked up a lost cell phone while on a walk with Dustin. the blue badger! All of a sudden, the phone begins to ring. I'm really glad I didn't get, like, stuck super hard on that section, because I would have gone absolutely fucking insane. Right back. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name. Call me Maggie. Ah, so the killer was whoever was on the other end of that phone call, because they wouldn't have known how to spell Maggie. Dustin and I waited for the person to show up, but they never did. So where's the phone you found now? I gave it to you yesterday. Huh? To me? You think it has anything to do with the murder? I don't really know, but if my eyes lit up... Huh? Yeah! She's back!
Back and better than ever. Who's this?
Good morning, Maggie. And a good morning to you too, Maya. So, how's it going? Is there a word for worse than abysmal? Oh? And what if I said that everything will be fine? That's right, it's Maya to the rescue with the ultra-decisive, super important evidence. Here you are, Nick, the thing you wanted me to bring. Huh? Oh, thanks. What the heck is this, a list? Has about 20 people's names and phone numbers written on it. It was kinda tough, but I managed to dig up some dirt. It looks like these guys are up to no good. No good, as in, there's a group of con artists the police are currently investigating. I think these guys are members of that group. Interesting. Where did you get this list from in the first place? What? Don't you remember, Nick? You're the one who asked me to look this up yesterday. Oh, is that right? These numbers were in the memory of that phone Maggie found. So that's where they're from. You're awfully forgetful these days, Nick. I hope I never get to be a forgetful old prune like you. Savage.
Oh, Maya. I love her so much.
She's great. I missed her in that last case.
Yeah. She might be my favorite character. It's hard to say. Like, there are just too many good characters in Ace Attorney.
There are a lot of good ones. I didn't really like Emma, though. Emma was great.
It was great.
Do want to get some more cases with her as the as our assistant.
She's technically never an assistant again, but she does pop up in later games.
Okay, gotcha. Before I do, if I may say a few words. What is it? It's about the next witness. He has a tendency to say things that rub people the wrong way, you see. So I asked that the court might be a little lenient on... There is no need to give a preface. Just hurry up and call your witness, please. Oh boy. A drifter who was taking a walk in the park on the day of the murder. Ah yes, this guy does not look suspicious at all. Oh, alright, go ahead. Did I? But I will not stand for that. Now you've tinted the court's eyes and colored me wrongly. Sure, I suppose calling me a... Oh, okay. I'm merely looking for that perfect top-notch unbeatable university. See, I have a rigorous selection I understand. I'm very sorry. I'll be more careful from now on. Oh my god, the hair flip. Fashion, cars, women, glasses, but you aren't wearing glasses. The big bad Bonobo donates $5 Canadian and says, so I just showed up and your makeup is a powerful force for good. That lipstick is incredible. Thank you, Bonobo. I appreciate the support. Oh, is that how you want to play this? Using your power and influence to keep the young people down? I see how you work now. You old people and your dirty tricks. You thought you had me, but you thought wrong. I am Richard Wellington, the drifting virtuoso with a PhD in drifting, as it were. Presumably from the University of Bofa. Would appear that you are attached to that word. If you must, then by all means. But I remind you that I am in no way a prepubescent boy out on a walk with mommy. If you must know I'm... Anyway, please testify to the court what you saw during your walk through the park. taking a... Oh my god.
He's alive.
Clearly. And definitely, what's Bofa? Bofa D's nuts. I was at the park all afternoon, deep in thought about my life situation. I don't remember the time all that well, but I do believe it was past 6 p.m. Hold on. When was the time again? 6:28. Cool. All of a sudden, a police officer falls from above right in front of my eyes. Without a thought, I looked up, and there I met the eyes of a charming young lady. Of course, I remember her sweet face. It was that of the pretty defendant there. The only other thing I saw was the banana that fell with the police officer. That was certainly a decisive testimony. Decisive? Nick, did you hear what he just said? Yeah, that's all you have to say? How can you be so calm? Strange, my mind is very calm and clear. Maybe it's because I believe in my client. You mean Maggie? Yes, and if she really is innocent, that can only mean one thing. That guy is lying. Really? That guy? A liar? I never would have guessed. This ought to be good. What I saw that day. I was at the park all afternoon, deep in thought about my life situation. Get from a man who graduated from a no-name trashy university. No-name trashy? Now, this might be hard for a mush-headed, feeble-minded baboon like you, but I have to think very carefully about the future of our great country. I thought you said you were thinking about which college to go to just now. Oh, please, which university I go to will directly affect the very future of this country. Oh my god. Also, hold on. If Maggie was looking down at Dustin after he fell, like, wouldn't she have seen the person who pushed him? Whatever. Hold on. I'm sure it'll make sense later. Think you can discredit me? Just a third-rate biased fool. I guess I can't expect real smarts from you. Grr, his arrogance is really intolerable. No, press harder. Don't let go. Can't believe I have to deal with a worm like you. You're just a shallow man who can only slam on desks and point at people for fun.
Even from, like, the beginning of the second game, they understand the core essence of the success character.
Yes! It's all just... and... I'll try to explain it so that even a third-rate simpleton like you can understand. There was this little thing they call a clock. Jesus Christ. Time is fake. That's true, actually. Time is fake. It's just a social... It's a social construct that we made up to sell more clocks.
Tell that to Einstein.
Police officer falls from above right in front of my eyes. My favorite one of those, like, my favorite joke in that format was the, oh my god. The, one that was, gender is a social construct that was invented to sell Americans more colored explosives.
Oh my god.
Hey Nick, do you think he's figured out what I do? Even I haven't figured that out yet. Without a thought, I looked up, and there I met the eyes of a charming young lady. Sure you got a good look at her face? Animals have this thing called an eye, Mr. Right. Yeah, this guy is just mansplaining the character. God. Excuse me. You finished? I'd like to continue if that's alright with you. Of course I remember her sweet face. It was that of the pretty defendant there. The only other thing I saw was the banana that fell with the police officer. The banana? Show me the banana. Banana nana. Show me the banana. Banana. I mean, he just means the glove. I'm glad they had exactly the same thought that I did. If he mistook something else for a bunch of bananas, then that would be an inaccuracy. Think, Phoenix, think. My client is innocent. There's no way he could have seen what he says he did. Yeah, okay. Alright. Let me just in case. And then we're going to... There we go. I believe I have the bananas you saw right here. Ah, so you knew about the bananas too. Why didn't you say so earlier? But don't think you can use this as a way to pull more information out of me. Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this? Is that the baseball glove? Huh? A baseball... This is a very funny, I don't know what the term for it is. Hamster Verm Fenster donated €5 and says, imagine being this guy and not only accusing an innocent girl of murder, but also simultaneously trying to flirt with her, lol. Very good point. Thank you, Hamster. Doesn't it look delicious? Care for a bite? That's not a... No! These games are so fucking goofy. I love it. Has bad eyesight. What? How?
Extreme.
Your Honor, it is very simple to mistake a glove for a bunch of bananas. No, I don't think so. Objection over. This is so silly. Not even gonna try to read any of that. They're both 2,200. I suppose you're going to tell me that's terrible, right? Why are you not wearing your glasses today, then? That's because I lost them recently, you see. Of course, I was planning on getting a new pair made right away. But you know, my glasses are no ordinary glasses, so to replace them... How about when you witnessed the crime? Were you wearing your glasses then? How about it, witness? You are an unrelenting, evil man. Jail for 1,000 years. You cross-examine Miette? You attempt to point out the contradiction in her testimony? It's very possible for him to see the face of the culprit standing on the upper path. Witness, please be more accurate in your testimony. Remember, a person's life is at stake. Yes, Your Honor. Please continue your testimony. Alright. Ring, 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 banana phone. I saw a Nana Daiba banana phone AMV once. It was great.
Oh, I gotta see that.
Must have been 6:45 when I made the call, and this was at... Okay. So he wasn't... Hold on. Even without a superior brain like mine can understand that. That girl is the murderer. You may now question the witness, Mr. Wright. Okay, let's go. Girl on the upper path ran away as soon as she realized I was there. Just keep hitting the Q to press. Like the guilty bird she is. Was that intentional? Oh, I'm sorry. Was that pun to... Yes, it was. Shiga wazatoda. Witness has already answered that question. He has stated that the defendant is the culprit. Alright. Enough. Immediately called the police station. Okay. Immediately, as in immediately. I mean, sure, a minute might have elapsed before I did, but that's the duty of every good citizen. Or did they not teach that at your pitiful school? You think people learn about how to call the police in college? Yes, okay. Alright, I think... If I'm wrong, whatever. I'll just reload. Ah! Okay. Mr.
There's no feeling quite as satisfying as hearing the music cut out.
Oh my god, it's so good. Murder occurred at 6:28. You said that you called the police immediately after the murder took place. However, by the time you had called the police, it was already 6:45. There is clearly a 15-minute gap here. Do you deny it? I think this court would like to hear what you were doing during this 15-minute gap. 15 minutes is hardly what I would call a little dazed. Mr. Wellington, yes? Explain yourself. What were you doing during those 15 minutes? Answer the question. I mean, spit it out. I was searching for a phone booth. A phone booth? You mean you don't have a cell phone? You and your questions, as if you're trying to open all the layers of a Matryoshka doll. You must think you're really something special. Yeah, it's kind of my job, you know? Must be very scatterbrained when it comes to your belongings. What, are you saying that first-rate people are never allowed to lose things? Haven't you ever heard that? Yeah, okay. Okay, buddy, okay. Wait, hold on a second. He lost his cell phone? Ah! Boy, I didn't see this coming. What should I do? Question further. One sec. Hold on. We have to go... Hold on. We're going to... Beautiful. Okay. Where's your cell phone?
Oh my god. That reminds me of something that happened to me on Twitter the other day. Where... So there's this random dude, like... So this is Bandori discourse, but like a funny kind, where like some dude was like, I don't understand why everybody always says these girls are lesbians, like trans, like it feels like people just forcing their headcanons, like that usual kind of thing. And so a bunch of people were just dunking on him.
Oh yeah, I saw that. It had like 3 likes and 119 quote tweets or something insane like that.
Yeah, but I used it as an opportunity to promote a friend's game about one of the characters being trans, and like as a joke, I put below it like, don't say if you're a Christian if you haven't read the Bible, like as the sort of thing, like don't be showy about this headcanon if you haven't read like the fifth about it. And the dude replied like, oh, a fellow Christian, how nice to see one. And
oh my god.
And I played into it like, yes, I don't understand why everybody keeps headcanoning Maya as trans when she's not, and a lesbian, when clearly she's not going to fall into the arms of another girl. Clearly she's going to fall into the arms of the Lord. And he replied like, beautiful. Like he thought I was being eloquent. It was so funny.
Oh my god. That's literally like Miss Scribe level shit. Like there's, like that's the only people who would do something like that. Oh my god.
And then I went to his profile and he had a addiction to food.
Holy shit. Okay, we gotta do some checking. Okay, so
why would there be no search for a phone booth?
Wait a minute, hold on. Yeah, alright. I'm surprised he didn't say, look at this photograph. All the defendant had to do was walk 3 steps. Mr. Wellington, why did you not use the phone that was right in front of you? Ah! Let's hear. Order! What does reporting the crime a little late prove for the defense? The witness can't explain what he was doing for those 15 minutes. That is reason enough to throw suspicion on his testimony. Yes, this is very true. What do you have to say for yourself, witness? Then I bet this phone really is his, Nick. He must have killed Dustin to get his phone back. But Maggie said that she was going to return it to him, so there was no reason for him to kill it. And on top of that, we still have the phone she found anyway. But if he wasn't looking for his cell phone, maybe he was looking for something else. Was he? Yes, Your Honor. Do you have any thoughts you would like to share with the court? Can you offer an explanation for what the witness was doing? I think I know?
You always know. Pretty much.
Captain Omni donated $5 and says, just wanted to say, longtime fan, and wanted to let you know your coming out inspired me to come out as non-binary. Keep being awesome. Thank you, Captain Omni. Best of luck with your journey. The obviously evil guy killed him. What do you think? That's what I'm going with. Think carefully before you present. Probably shouldn't have said there was only one possibility. Why didn't the witness call the police right away? Probably because... Would it just be the cell phone? I think that's it. Oh, never mind. F. Okay. Why didn't the witness call the police right away? So, neck was body was covered in bruises. Glasses. Victim fell from above the walking... See, I have... Hold on. Still looking for the right collet.
I actually don't remember the exact answer to this. I think it was the glasses, but I can't remember.
Oh, okay, it was. This is one of those things where whatever the leap in logic is, like, it's, God. It's like several steps removed from what Phoenix is actually gonna say, you know?
Yeah, it happened.
Believe the court all heard what you just confessed to. That these glasses are in fact yours. I'll tell you where they were found, Mr. Wellington. These glasses were found under the victim's body. Under the victim's body? Order. Now wait a second, hold on. I didn't confess or confirm to anything. Your Honor, I think the answer is quite clear here. As he fell, Dustin Prince grabbed the culprit's glasses. The culprit knew that he had to find his glasses and searched frantically for them. What he didn't realize was that they were under the victim's body. And that is why it took him 15 minutes to make that call. Mr. Wright, are you indicating the witness is the real murderer? You know, the way you have in every single other one of your trials? Yes, of course, that's exactly what I'm doing.
It's the Perry Mason method.
yeah, basically. Jesus Christ. Turns out this cell phone was the key to this case after all. Now is our chance to deep six this guy. I'll sink him in one shot. Yeah, this is so exciting. Watch you work again. Somehow
the pursuit thing in this game is pretty good.
Oh yeah, this is a good song. Defense is making a mockery of this court. Without any solid ground to stand on, he accuses the witness of being a murderer. I mean, that's what I always do. This is my thing. Alright. Let's hear your explanation as to why you are not the murderer. Why? That's easy. For example, there's, the name the victim wrote. What about that? Oh, you mean the name Maggie? Yeah, even an idiot, like you can read that, right? But we already know this was not written by the victim himself. After all, the defendant's name is Maggie with a Y, and the victim was left-handed. In other words, to make the defendant look guilty, the real criminal used the victim's right hand to write her name on the ground. But wouldn't that mean that the real criminal was someone the defendant knew? Otherwise, how else would that person know her name was Maggie, or Maggie? That's a good point. Hamster Vormfenster donates another €2 and says, Edgeworth is just as straight as my eyeliner, lol. Painfully relatable, thank you, Hamster. There was a way. Best if I could prove that the witness had a chance to learn that the defendant's name is Maggie. Knowing the defendant's name, it was, the cell phone. Mr. Wellington, you didn't have your cell phone with you on the day of the murder, correct? So what if I didn't? When you realized you had lost it, what did you do? What did I do? Didn't you try to find it by calling it? How did you... Your Honor, these questions have nothing to do with... Overruled, Mr. Wright. Where are you going with this line of questioning? Do you think there is some relation between the witness's cell phone and the murder? I do, Your Honor. On the day of the murder, Maggie Bird picked up a lost cell phone in the park, and she also received a phone call from the owner of the phone. Hello? Thank you. I've been searching for my phone. Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. I'll be right there. Didn't catch your name. Maggie. Okay. That was when you learned that her name was Maggie. But you made one fatal mistake. My client's name is Maggie, but the name that was written on the ground was Maggie. This is a mistake that could only occur if you knew how her name sounded. But, Your Honor, the witness has no motive. And your point is? It's very simple, Your Honor. A person usually would not kill someone without a reason. Mr. Wright, can you explain what motive this witness could have had? It's very simple, Your Honor. Are you sure, Nick? If I said I can't offer an explanation, then the trial's over, right? Yeah, but... that would be the list of names, right? Mr. Wellington's motive is right here. What is this, a list? These phone numbers were pulled from the memory of the phone the defendant found. And we have determined that the people on this list are members of a certain group. You looked up all those numbers? Of course. This list of phone numbers was stored in the cell phone's memory. The names and numbers belong to people who are members of a certain con artists group. I love how it couldn't just be a gang. It had to be a con artist group. A thing that definitely exists. Oh my god. I don't care, Mr. Wellington. All I want is for you to tell us what this list is about. You think any of you, know what it's like to be a refined man such as me? Your Honor, this is unjustified badgering of the witness. Objection overruled. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? Why would the witness have the numbers of a group of con artists on his phone? Isn't that obvious? The witness is a member of the group. All of your friends' phone numbers are stored right here on this phone. If anyone were to look into these phone numbers, it would be all over for you. That is why you had to kill. That does make quite a bit of sense. Well, Mr. Wellington, would you care to explain? I got you now. That police officer. What is it, Mr. Payne? Your Honor, this is unjustified yeah. You already tried that. Oh, Payne. Glad you called. We can meet back up. Give it back. The defendant had already promised that she would return the phone. After that, all Mr. Wellington had to do was meet Miss Bird to get his phone back. Why, then, would he need to kill anyone? As a valid point. What does the defense think about this? Think about it logically, then it makes sense. And maybe we should be... You have to think crazy. Well, I don't think Mr. Wellington went to pick up his phone in a very friendly manner. But he was promised his phone, so why would he have been unfriendly to the defendant? I think he must have seen something that didn't agree with him when he got there. Well then, Mr. Ray, what was this something that didn't agree with the witness?
It was the bananas, no.
Yeah, it was not the bananas. This guy, because he hadn't talked to a cop. He didn't know it was a cop. Wait, that makes sense, right?
It does.
Yeah, okay, I'm not stupid this evening. I actually know what I'm doing. Dustin Prince had gone on his date right after his shift was over, with no time to change. He went to the park still wearing his police uniform. Oh! The girl that picked up my phone is with a policeman. He couldn't have known they were going to be, they were going out, so he began to worry. He was afraid the policeman would ask a few questions before returning the phone. If I do anything suspicious, he might run a check on my phone. In his mind, it was possible they had already run a check on the phone. And he went into a panic, is what you're saying. Exactly. Officer Prince was murdered simply because he was in uniform. Damn, this is some thin blue line shit. Unfortunately. It's okay. Nothing in these games makes any sense. It's fine. Those were some very good face animations. Oh my god. Phone I lost, I've already found it. You don't even have the slightest idea who the phone in your hand belongs to, but you can be sure it isn't mine, you simpleton. Oh my god. Your Honor, this is bad. I can't let him turn the tables on me like this. There has to be something it's overlooked. Fingerprints on the... Wait, we don't have Emma with us. We can't do fingerprint analysis. So would it be the stored numbers?
I mean, I can tell you which one if you want, but...
Which one is it?
It's stored numbers.
Okay, that's what I thought. I was like, it wouldn't be fingerprints because we don't have Emma with us, so we can't do science. What are you talking about?
Oh, I thought that was the answer. You didn't lose anything. You just get sent back on the right track.
Oh, no. Oh, okay. Cell phone. Okay. Oh, it is fingerprints. Oh, well. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Wellington must have left some prints on the phone. Got off, what? Pretty thoroughly. Third-rate trash babble like morons amongst themselves. It's made a complete recovery. How many times do I have to say this? My phone is right here, you see? Oh, and incidentally, you can't check the numbers stored on this phone. It must have glitched because all the numbers just magically disappeared. Gotta be joking. He erased all the numbers I was going to use as evidence? Mr. Wellington, what's this? By the tone of your voice, it sounds like you have still have some fight left in you. Where did you finally find your phone? Find your cell phone. Oh, you are too much. And of course, you have no idea what I'm talking about. Huh? What is going on? Oh my god, now I remember! Ah! Ha, ha! Ah, right. Right. Ah. If you don't do something quick, he's going to get off scot-free. I know this phone has to be his. But how am I supposed to prove something like that? Mr. Wright, if you cannot prove who the owner of that cell phone is, your indictment has no basis and therefore no power. Looks like you came up a penny short. Where did I go wrong? Don't blame yourself. You're merely a third-rate lawyer. You only made one big mistake. Who are you? What are you? That's something you haven't figured out for yourself yet. Who am I? Wait, really? Wait a minute. Where's the, wait, raise an objection.
What do you think, Min? It's never over till it's over.
It's never over till it's over. There has to be one more thing we can do. Everything. Besides, the defense is just going to, hear that? No harassment allowed, Mr. Attorney. Please, Your Honor. Alright. I think I know where this is going. I think. I hope. Only get one shot at this. You cannot prove everything. Just in case. It's over. For your client and for you. Do you fully understand? Oh! 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 I know what to do! I know what to do! I know exactly what to do! Your Honor, there is something very important about that card, and it's the back of the card. I can't believe I actually remembered that. Can you please call this number from your cell phone? Huh? Right now? But court is still in session. It's okay. You'll see. Okay, if you say so. Is defense preparing something, Mr. Wright? We are going to call my phone now. And then the court will see everything for what it is. Got him! Mr. Wellington. How strange. I could almost swear that you're holding my phone. No, it can't. By the way, before I forget, thank you very much for the lump on my head this morning. I don't think I need to explain any further, except to say, when you went to retrieve your cell phone, you mistakenly took the wrong one. Love the sound of, oh my god. And he died. In order to hide his involvement with the con artist group, he's become paranoid and has lost all ability to make rational judgments. This is Mr. Wellington's phone. Naturally. Speaking of that man, how is he, Mr. Payne? He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Now then, this court finds the defendant Maggie Bird not guilty.
You did it. Good job.
Party, that was nice and easy. Only an hour 19 for that one.
Yeah, like I said, the first two games, the first cases are smash each other.
Yeah! Short, sweet, and to the point. Oh. Yeah, that's very unfortunate. Just in the wrong place at the wrong time. Since I was 6 months old, when I fell from the 9th floor of my apartment building, I've been hit by all sorts of vehicles, gotten sick from all sorts of foods, failed at almost every test I've ever taken, experienced almost every kind of disaster, never won or even tied a game of tic-tac-toe. Oh. Something queen of disaster. Lady Luckless. Oh, man. I was born with glass bones and paper skin.
Every morning I break my legs, and every night I break my arms.
We were having dinner at my house. Sure that Dustin's gone because of me. That's not true. That glove didn't even have any sort of special meaning. It was just a present to say thanks for covering one of my night shifts. Oh, I see. Everything is all my fault. Dustin's death, your head being all messed up. Well, I don't think my head is that messed up yet. I'm going to find a new life for myself, starting now. The next time we meet, I'm sure I'll have found a whole ocean's worth of good luck by then, sir. Yeah, after all, the goddess of misfortune is only a name. You bet, I'm gonna make it. I promise. Next time we meet, I'll only be an unlucky person instead of a goddess. That's the spirit. Yeah! God, every time she does a salute, it looks like she's slapping her head. Like, really aggressively.
It's charming.
It is charming. I like her. Isn't she a character in Ace Attorney Investigates as well? Or Investigations?
She is in Investigations. She's in the next game too.
Oh, cool. Everything really did come back to me. Oh, I should probably get my glasses on. Gotta avoid the UV lights. The judge! He's a lovable, kind old man who is easily swayed by other people's opinions.
The judge is my favorite character.
As you have pointed out, this person, even with all his memories back, he still can't remember pain.
As it should be.
As it should be. The Joe Glass of Ace Attorney.
Absolutely.
Man.
Wait until you see his family members.
Oh my god. Man, Punch-Out! Like, now that I think about it, Punch-Out is such a fucked up game. It's literally just, like, 12 levels of beating up ethnic stereotypes.
Yeah, it really is.
God damn. How did we let that become popular in the 80s? That was
It was the 80s. They released a sequel on the Wii, like, in 2008 or so.
Yeah, I actually had that game. I played it a lot, too. I was, like, I got pretty good at it. I, like, beat it a couple times.
Punch-Out is really fun. It's honestly, like, a pretty, like, strategic game.
Yeah, it's like...
It's not about button mashing at all. It's about, like, perception and timing.
Yeah, it's just memorizing attack patterns and, like, having good reflexes.
Uh-huh. At least the Wii game is more tasteful. Yeah, a little bit, but not...
Marginally so. I will say, I did appreciate that the Wii game was, like, more racist against Canadians than some of the other people. If you're gonna make jokes at the expense of anyone, they're a good target. All right.
I'm gonna take a quick break to drop some stuff off in the kitchen.
Oh yeah, for sure. Actually, while you're doing that, I should get some water. I'm Canadian and Bear Hugger is great. I'm glad someone appreciates it. Side note, while we're talking about Punch-Out, one of my favorite Siva Gunner mashups is the Punch-Out theme song with the lyrics from Stand Proud from JoJo's Part 3. That one is amazingly good. Oh, okay. Hold on. Gotta... Hold on. Used to look... Oh, right. I'm on the wrong... Hold on. Give them a little more time. Wait for Amelia to get back in. See if anything interesting.
I'm here.
Oh, yes, you're back. I was just saying one of my favorite Siva Gunner mashups is the Punch-Out theme song with the lyrics to Stand Proud from JoJo's Part 3.
Oh my.
It works insanely well. It's awesome. Okay, let's get started.
Oh man, there are several things in this case that I'm eagerly awaiting your reaction to.
Yeah, I believe 2-2 you said is one of your favorites, right?
It's a pretty good one.
Okay.
I don't know if it's in like my top 10, but it's a pretty good one.
It might have been someone else who said they really liked 2-2. I don't know. I know 2-3 is the one everyone hates. So that's gonna be fun. Innie? There is no 2-3. I finally get to see you again, and it's not your fault. You didn't do it. No, I did it. Oh my god. There's the limited cast of characters in this game. Literally every
that Maya has to be accused of murder.
Every main character has to be accused of murder. And yeah, oh yeah, because Maya was accused of murder in like the first one or the second case. Oh my god. Right, because we have to acquit someone and then they join our party.
Way of putting it.
Oh my god.
Gumshoe was never accused of murder, at least.
That's good. You know, considering how bad his luck is, I'm kind of surprised.
Actually, he might be in investigations, I can't remember, but he's not in the main trilogy.
Who is this guy? Calling herself a weather girl. She's going to hear about my $1,500 suit. Unless you're planning on suing the weather girl. I'm sorry. I thought that before we got down to business, we could have some friendly chatter. My name is Dr. Turner Gray. I'm a surgeon. Remind me to never end up under his knife. I'm here today because of this incident. Malpractice at Gray Surgical Clinic. 14 inpatients lose their lives. Oh, you're the doctor at... It's really quite upsetting. Did you hear me? Upsetting. Yes, I heard you. I agree. It's quite upsetting, Dr. Gray. The one that screwed up was that nurse. It was her that got the medications mixed up and killed those 14 patients. 14 is a lot. The nurse had the nerve to go and die before admitting to her wrongdoing. She didn't even offer any sort of explanation to me, and this is the kicker. She up and has herself a grand old accident and crashes her car. Smash, crunch, instantly transforming her car into the accordion model. About a year ago, all the tabloid shows were talking about it. 14 victims of medical malpractice and the nurse's mysterious fatal accident. There were rumors that Dr. Gray had actually caused that crash. People said it was to forever hide the person responsible for the malpractice incident. Why would I? Now, I was just going to say this once. Why on earth would I want to kill that nurse? She's the one who killed those 14 patients, not me. I think you need to take a deep breath, doctor, and focus. More to the point, this case is over a year old. Why bring it up now? That's simple, because the situation is slipping out of my grasp. This just won't do. My clinic isn't seeing nearly as many patients nowadays. Do you understand what that means? It means they're not coming to my clinic. You don't say. I wouldn't want to go either. I want you to help prove me innocent. You do realize I'm a lawyer, not a private investigator, right? No, this is something only you can do. Maya Fey. You know who this girl, correct? Maya, why would he know her name? Heard you were working under her a little while. Or she was working under you. Whatever. Hey, wait a second here. I worked under her? Yes. Am I wrong? She told me. What? Wait, I'm not. She must be an extraordinary girl to handle such rigid training, huh? I have an acquaintance who knows a lot about these mystical sorts of things. She's the one who introduced me to Miss Fey. Is Maya really that famous? And I've already set up an appointment. For what? What else? A channeling. I'm going to have her call the spirit of that nurse that went and got herself killed. Oh. Maya, I wonder what she's up to right now. We, the women of the Fey clan, have always been spirit mediums. It's because the power to communicate with spirits flows strongly through us. Oh, wait. Does this take place before the last one?
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
I thought they said that, but or they might have just strongly implied it. But yeah, it takes place 2 months before the first.
There might have been a title card I missed or something. That is how I ended up visiting Maya's hometown with the doctor. Courtroom Village. This is Courtroom Village, Maya's hometown. Ah yes, in rural California.
Exactly.
Damn it.
She's probably not important. You don't need to remember her.
Yeah, no, it's probably fine. Maya, how are you? It's good to see you again. Wow, I didn't think you'd really show up. It's not that big a deal. You made it sound like you were so far away. Well, maybe I exaggerated just a little. It was only 2 hours by train. If I had known you were this close, I'd have visited more often. She's in fucking,
Implying that California has a good rail network.
I mean, if you really wanted, what would 2 hours from LA get you? She's in San Diego. This is what San Diego looks like. Or maybe, that's 6 hours Amtrak time. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I didn't think it would be this soon. This case, do you know the messy story behind it? Behold the power of the Maya Intelligence Network. Oh. To pin the blame on the nurse. He killed her in what appeared to be a car accident. Huh. So what is this Maya Intelligence Network anyway? The tabloids, that's what I thought. What really happened is the exact opposite. I heard all about it from Dr. Gray. Oh, come on, Nick. I wouldn't take a crazed killer as a client. That's too scary even for me. San to Kyoto? Thank you, Mickey L. Oh, just another day in Japanifornia. Most of my ancestors were too, I think. It's probably true since the Fey ability to communicate with the dead is so strong. Only the women of this village are mediums, so what do the men do? Usually work someplace outside the village. Yeah, I wanted to ask you about that girl I saw earlier. Do you know her? Oh, you mean Pearly? Pearly? Pearl Fey. She's my cousin. She's just adorable, just like, yours truly. Cousin? Wait, then that means is she also a... Yup, she's a medium too. Pearlie's a real genius when it comes to channeling. I see. I hope I didn't scare her when I tried to talk to her earlier. No, it's not you. My aunt drilled it into her head that if a suspicious-looking person tries to talk to you, run away. Well, you're not wearing training clothes for starters. Of course not. Pearlie's my aunt's most valued treasure, so she's not allowed to go outside of town. She doesn't know much about the world outside of Courtroom Village. Pearlie's mother is my aunt. Duh, come on, Nick. Well, Nick, I've got to get going. It's about time for the channeling to start. Ah, yes. You can grill up some juicy burgers. Eat your hamburgers, Apollo! Do I have to examine anything? I don't think so.
You don't have to, but, you know, flavor text is always nice.
Might as well. Okay, let's, get moving. Got a lot of shit to get through. No, not all. That stupid weather girl made the wrong call again. It will rain cats and dogs today, she said with a straight face. I can't believe they allow such misguided reports on the public airwaves. Looks like talking about the weather with this guy is just asking for punishment. But anyway, this is a splendid manner. No argument there. It's hard to believe this is Maya's house, though. I was given a guide map to the building. Here, Mr. Wright, I have a copy for you, too. Oh boy, that'll be important later. What are you going to do once the nurse's spirit has been channeled? Isn't it obvious? I'm going to have her write a signed Oh my god, this is gonna be some clown shit, I can already tell. I was like dying laughing the other day over one of my Twitter mutuals making a video where they took the what is it, the Raven Cinder fight from Ruby Volume 5 and put clown music under it because they're both clowns.
I like how the mere mention of clowns has already begun to traumatize the chat.
Because of Turnabout Big Top.
Yeah. They're already afraid. It's fun. It's really funny. That case is it's not good, but I do think its reputation exceeds itself. Like, I don't think it's
that bad.
I mean, yeah, it's not great, but I don't hate it as much as other people do.
Gotcha. Okay.
Even so, it probably is still my least favorite case because I can't think of another Ace Attorney case that I think is bad, or at least passable.
Yeah, I gotcha.
I guess some of the Investigations 1 cases are kind of meh, but they're not even that they're good. Not bad. It's more just okay.
My name is Phoenix Wright. Oh, you must be that good sir. You are a lawyer, are you not, good sir? I have heard much about you from Mystic Maya. Is that so? I am Mystic Maya's aunt, Morgan Fay. Nice to meet you. I had wanted to speak with you about a certain incident, good sir. It would seem that perhaps you asked too much of Mystic Maya in performing your duties. Most unbecoming, I'm afraid. Huh? Don't tell me you have already forgotten. That was it not for Mystic Maya and her assistants, you would surely not have won. First, a girl that runs away, now an old lady who says I stink at doing my job. When did I become the poster boy for how not to make a first impression? The past is the past, though. Let us speak of the present now. Thank you. Also, I'm surprised that her name doesn't start with a P to keep it consistent with her daughter having a P name, since Mia and whatever. I'm not even gonna question this. I assumed the first name thing ran in the family, but apparently depends. Whatever. I'm overthinking this. Ignore me. Mystic Maya carries the blood of the Master. In actuality, she is the only one remaining. One remaining? What's that supposed to mean? Mystic Maya is the last of the rightful heirs of the Courtroom channeling technique. Okay, then where do you stand? That is a little more complicated. Although a woman of the Fae clan, I am merely a member of the Branch family. It is as it sounds. For a member of the Branch family, no matter her spiritual power, she can never become the master of the Kurain school. So how strong are you? It is a shame, however, I will admit. I cannot even begin to compare the lowliness of my power to the master's. So that's how it is. So today's channeling will be her first? Yes, good sir. Because the spirit of a person who dies in a traffic accident is usually very strong. It is usually easier to call that person to our world. The channeling will take place here in this channeling chamber. As you can see, I am in the process of preparing. Alright.
The chat mentioning Naruto in response to the Branch families is just so right. So right.
God damn it. I never got that far into Naruto. I only watched as far as the Chunin exams.
You don't remember Neji and Hinata's whole thing?
I mean, I remember that some things about them, but, like, not, like, much. I watched that show when I was in, like, elementary school. Give me a break.
I mean, I'm not gonna like harangue you for it. Like Neji's whole like character thing is that he's part of the Branch family of the Hyugas, and he like resents Hinata for being a member of the main family.
Right, because she's super meek and he's like actually really like strong and shit. Okay, I remember that.
Stuff like that.
Right, because I remember don't they have to fight each other during the Chunin exam?
Yeah, and Neji like brutalizes her, which makes Naruto mad, and is like, "I vow to defeat you," and
yes.
He does. It's shonen as hell. It's hype. It's hype.
Don't worry, man. If I could scrub Naruto out of my mind, I would. Thank you, Mickey L. Oppressed for not knowing Naruto lore. Chin up, queen. Thank you, Laura Harvey. While channeling is being performed, that heavy door is securely locked. Oh, that's what the lock is for. I wonder if you have yet to meet Pearl. Yes, I did encounter Pearl. What a cute daughter you have. A pure heart that knows not of the evils of this world is a powerful thing, good sir. Please refrain from affiliating with her. Okay. Winding way. Wow, this garden is really breathtaking. Someone put a lot of love into it. What is that over there? Is that an incinerator? Looks a little out of place in a garden like this. I'm sure that won't be important at all. Don't think garbage trucks come all the way out here to tiny villages like this, so every family has to burn their own trash. And how about this expensive vase? Or, excuse me, an urn. Side room. There's a bedding spread out on the floor. Looks like someone's sleeping in one. Shouldn't disturb them. Well. An exhausted medium taking a break. If I were to wake her up, she might be grumpy and put a spell on me. Okay. Oh. Hold on now. This gal's got a few questions to ask. Huh? Oh my god! I
forgot she was in this case.
What? A lot of hair? A lot of heart. Paranormal photographer. I was not expecting you to come back. Channeling's about to get started. Should go hurry up, get to the meditation room. Oh my god. Been judging her harshly because of that case, but I guess looking back, we had some good times. I guess you could call it that. Sure.
I was about to say, well, at least Phoenix is an optimist, but I'm pretty sure he isn't.
No, I think that's just, I don't know what that is. Okay. Right here. That is most satisfactory. That key is one of a kind, so please take care of it well, which I'm sure will not be important later. Okay. Using traditional Californian channeling methods. This joke is never gonna get old.
Japanifornia is always fun to joke about. Unless it's the Great Ace Attorney, I guess, because that is they couldn't Japanifornia that one. Like, it was impossible.
Nope. Has to be in the heart of the Heartland. Is that so? Humbly request that you return to this heart of the Heartland. What are you? This is Courtroom Village. If you cannot follow our traditions and rules, we will request that you leave. Ah, damn. What? What? How do we get in? You said the key was one of a kind. Going to break the door down. What? Wait. Maya? Oh, her boobs are bigger, so you can tell she's channeling someone right now. Great, so she gets to be a witness again! Oh my god. Alright. Gunshot? No, that's just part of the traditional Californian channeling methods. Okay. Yeah, Phoenix is, hold on. Those doors looked heavy and Phoenix just breaks them so easy. Yes. Good point, Daniela. Phoenix is, swole, apparently. Yeah, this is a lot. That gal, Maya, she wasn't the one who pulled the trigger, was she? Also, why was there a gun in that room to begin with?
That's a good question.
It really does drive me nuts that that's how they indicate when she's channeling someone. Like, of all the things, they don't, like, you could have given her, like, an aura or something. You could have done, like, a little, like, opacity effect on top. No. It has to be the titties.
I mean, yeah. The lack of, I will say the lack of indicators for when you're channeling somebody does pay off at one point or another for, like, plot reasons.
Interesting. I'll have to keep an eye on this. I want to be clear, I'm not complaining, I just think it's funny.
It is very funny, you are so right.
It's so, like, aggressively anime, you know? She's still unconscious. I humbly request that you wait outside for her recovery. So I just have to wait. Hey, Gumshoe! Actually kind of funny, I was in the area for a business trip, pal. Well, time to check out the crime scene. I'll have to question everyone here later on, so just sit tight, alright? Why is he grinning at me? Shall I show you the scene of the crime, Detective Gumshoe? Or Jim Shoe? Brutal. Hang on, what's this? Probably esoteric knowledge only mediums would know. Let's see. Here's one in English. It says, 100 ways to save money. Being a medium sounds like a rough way of life. True. Oh wait, I already looked at that. Oh, look, here's the translation. Once in a lifetime, same as it ever was. Same as it ever was. Letting the days go by. Okay. Police are busily running here and there. Don't see Maya anywhere. Yeah, it rhymed. Tell you what, pal, I'll let you ask me a few questions, alright? About Maya. I hate to break this to you, pal, but with the way things look now, that girl's the only one who could have done it. Yeah, only Maya and the victim were inside the room after all, but Maya is... Can ask more about her later, pal. Right now I've got a job to do, and that's collecting evidence. And yet something about his expression still looks the same. Cause of death. So, Dr. Gray was shot with a gun, huh? Shot in the forehead. But he was also stabbed in the chest. Wait a minute. None of this is making any sense. I have several
Sometimes
questions.
you just really hate a motherfucker, and you gotta make sure.
Where did she get the weapons? It's gonna...
I don't know, but you gotta answer that.
Jesus Christ. Already going nuts. So, isn't it about time to start? Time to start what? You know, like the channeling. Oh, the situation has kind of changed. Huh? Like, what do you mean? So, like, murder is that thing where, like, one person kills another, right? Yes, a person has killed another person. Oh, that's, what are the words I'm looking for? It's like, totally a bummer. Yeah. After all that effort, that's all she has to say? Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to, like, introduce myself. My name is Innie Minnie. Come on!
Oh, it's so good.
At that college, I'm researching and studying parapsychology. Parapsychology! Yeah, occult studies. Oh, she's the friend who must have introduced, the doctor to the I think. So what brings you here today? So, I was the one who told Dr. Gray about this place. He asked me, like, do you know of a good spirit medium? Dr. Gray did say something about being introduced to this place. Cause, like, talking to dead people and, like, multiple personalities are my thing. Multiple personalities is not parapsychology, that's regular psychology. Or it's just, like, Twitter discourse. I can never tell with that one, I'm gonna be honest. It doesn't sound fun. Yeah, bad idea eating Japanese food if you're allergic to sesame seeds, or excuse me, Californian food. So you were sleeping here the entire time? Yeah, ever since lunch. So you don't know anything about the murder that took place? Like, what? Oh, that. I, like, totally know nothing. So, who was, like, you know, killed? The surgeon that requested the channeling, Dr. Gray. You and Dr. Gray knew each other, right? I don't know any Dr. Gray. Oh, really? What was all the talk about him earlier? Huh? Well, long time ago, I was like, patient? Yeah? Like, oh. Okay. For some reason, sometimes you can present your attorney's badge and it'll do something, you know?
It's always fun.
It was worth a shot. Also, I really... as much as I want to keep up the Valley Girl voice, it's kind of difficult because I have to, like, kind of think about the voice I normally do, and then switching back and forth. It's like trying to do, like, Lada's voice is, like, a huge pain in the ass. Oh, she doesn't talk. Alright. What am I missing?
Did you think?
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Don't let it be me next.
That's actually a very reasonable fear, considering how these games work. If you hang out with Phoenix Wright for long enough, you're either gonna end up murdered or accused of murder. What is it? Turns out my poor stomach's not good at handling all this kind of thing. What? Curses and ghosts and stuff coming back to get you. This is just too much, I say. Being an occult photographer, even though she's only taken pictures of, like, 2 things.
Yep, that's one.
Okay. Took some hot pictures earlier. Remember? I took some pictures of the murder scene. 2, even. Murdered, yes, thank you, TK. You end up either murdered, accused of murder, or somehow both. Hate to cut and run, but I'm heading back in. Gotta beat those cops to the scoop of the set. Jesus Christ. I think I've seen this film before, and I didn't like the ending. Like, what's all the buzz? Alright everyone, listen up. You too, pal. Gonna give you all a brief update. Right now, it looks like the investigation's not going to be done until real late. That is a terrible shame. I propose that everyone sleep here under the roof of the Fey Manor tonight. What a mess. I can't believe how crazy this day turned out. Maya was arrested and taken away by the police, and I don't see myself getting any sleep tonight. Alright. Detention center time. Come to think of it, the first time I met her, it all started right here in this detention center. I finally get to see you again, and it's not your fault. You didn't do it. No, I did it. I killed that person. But that wasn't you. It doesn't matter. It might as well have been me. I was too weak, and I couldn't control the spirit's power, so I don't want to bring up that the case yet, but you don't have to be nice to me, I understand. Something tells me there is something far more convoluted going on here than what we think happened.
Now, what would make you say that?
Oh, just a feeling, just a hunch. Not only her voice, but her whole physical appearance changes. Okay. Happened this time, too. Dr. Gray said that he wanted to call the nurse, so... Maya's body must have taken on that nurse's appearance. What exactly happened in the channeling chamber? What would make you say that, Min? Went into the room with Dr. Gray, locked the door, and sat down across from him. Okay, we closed our eyes and I began the channeling. Sounding kind of creepy. That's the last thing I remember. After a spirit comes into my body, I lose myself, my consciousness. And you don't remember a single thing? When I came to, I was being held in my aunt's arms, and there was blood all over my clothes. But I do remember having a dream. Oh boy. What kind of dream did you have while you were channeling? I was dead and buried in the ground. I couldn't move, and it was unbearable, really suffocating. Went something like that. I see. There was a really familiar smell, too. Under the ground? Yeah. Can't quite place it, but I know I've smelled that same scent before. That smelly smell that smells... smelly. Document requesting me to be your attorney, of course. What's wrong? Are you sure? I mean, I'm guilty. I'm a murderer. No one's decided that yet. But I did. I killed that person with these 2 hands. That's enough, Maya. It's hopeless. If you defend me, you'll lose, I'm sure. Stop it. Nick, help me. I'm scared. Don't worry, I will. When is the trial? Sounds like tomorrow. As usual, zero prep time. This jewel. This is called a Magatama. It's a magical charm, and it's always protected me. Give this to Pearly, and I'm sure she'll lend you her spiritual power. Alright. In that case, we have to go back to the village. So I already told, Amelia about this, but on my Tumblr the other day, there was a really funny post where someone was telling me that they, didn't know what a Magatama was, and so every time they saw someone in like an anime with a Magatama, they were like, holy shit, is that an Ace Attorney reference? Got a good laugh out of that. If I'm lucky, I might uncover a clue or two. Ah, shit, this girl. Or this woman. Thought to bring her some items to make her feel more at home, namely, tea so bitter you lose your tongue and jaw-droppingly large strawberry desserts. Sure, Maya will be very grateful. Could definitely go for some strawberry desserts. That sounds good. Amelia, you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Cool.
Sorry, what did you say?
Oh, nothing. I was just, making sure. Laura Harvey, Ace Attorney this, Ace Prosecutor that, Ace Therapist when. God damn it. Killed it. What happened here in this room after I left? Well, first, I struck Mystic Maya on the head to make her go unconscious, correct? That is correct. Next, I performed the spirit severing technique. The spirit of that nurse was inside of Mystic Maya's body. I used the technique to send the nurse's spirit back to the other world. I wonder if this kind of testimony is admissible in a court of law. Good fucking question! Are we going to have to admit we're gonna have to make a ghost testify, aren't we? That's where this is heading. That is the conclusion. That is the conclusion this case is barreling towards at ludicrous speeds, is that we're gonna have to make a ghost take the fucking stand, aren't we? I can already tell. Oh my god.
Oh man, you sweet summer child.
It's already coming together. I already see what's happening. The pieces are falling into place. Okay. Morgan gave Maya a vibe check. However, I never thought that would be calling danger upon the client himself. I'm grateful that one of our heirlooms was not damaged in this horrible instant. B, that folding screen there. It is the Kurain Sacred Writings. Along with the Kurain Sacred Urn, they are this village's most treasured possessions. If I ever found out that something had happened to either one of them, oh, the humanity! Can't wait to get to 3.5. What happens in 3.5, chat? What happens in 3.5?
If any of you fuckers tell her, I will never forgive you.
I have to find a way to, make you a moderator in the chat so you can ban people who post spoilers.
Honestly, I'm slightly peeved they even mentioned 3.5 at all. It's my favorite case in the whole series, for the record.
Oh, shit. Well, I have to do all three, then. World is so different from yours. Perhaps it is best for you, to quit, good sir. Quit? Quit what? 3.5 is just about Candace. Nice fucking try, buddy. Can't get me with my own joke. Oh, hey! Like, you're that guy from yesterday, the, dentist guy? No, I'm a lawyer. That's right, Mr. Smith, Esquire? That's right. Wait, I mean, you're wrong. My name is right. Smith, right? Well, I got, like, 3 letters at least. Anyway, why are you here? So, like, I study this thing called parapsychology at this college, and you told me this yesterday, the sesame allergy, too. What I'd really like to know is why you're still here today. Oh, so, like, that's what you meant? Like, you should have been more, like, clear about it. Sorry, my bad. No, it's okay. Like, it's really... Why'd you stop mid-sentence? Did I? So, like, what was I talking about again? If nothing else, I appreciate that Ace Attorney has excellent bimbo representation.
That's very true.
Isn't there a clown bimbo that shows up in, like, one of the later games?
Yeah, she's in case 6-4.
Okay.
Would you believe me if I told you if she's a practitioner of Rakugo? Ace Attorney is amazing.
She's, Yuyuko-kin.
She is so little like Yuyuko at all.
She's, fun fact, that woman is a minor meme on Tumblr because of a gif of her snapping her suspenders into her comically large boobs that goes around occasionally, so that people make fun of it, and then everyone's like, oh, her boobs are actually balloons and they pop when you break her. Yeah,
it's like, I remember rolling my eyes, but when they got to the breakdown, I do remember laughing, like, okay, that's actually pretty funny. But yeah, 6-4 is a weird case. It's in the context of the rest of that game, it's very much like, we wanted to have a case where Athena did stuff, and you know what? That's fine. Athena deserves some love, but it just has so little. It just has so little to do with everything else.
That should be Ace Attorney 7. They should make Athena Sykes Ace Attorney.
That was kind of Dual Destinies, because that was the game that introduced her. Because here's what happened. Okay, so the trilogy comes out. The trilogy is amazing. Everybody loves it. It's perfect, etc. And then Shutaku, the creator, is like, all right, I'm gonna make a new Ace Attorney game. It's just gonna have all new characters. It's gonna be a fun time. We're all, create a completely new cast that everybody will fall in love with. So he presents it to Capcom, and Capcom's like, this looks pretty good, but where's Phoenix Wright exactly? You can't have Ace Attorney without Phoenix Wright. That's not how this works. And so he has to rework the entire concept to work Phoenix in, and as a result, it steals a little bit of Apollo Justice's thunder, so to speak. Even as it does set up new characters and situations. And as a result, it ends up kind of incredibly mixed. It answers some questions, but not others.
Is
and
this
what?
Oh, so this is Apollo Justice you're talking about?
Yeah, Apollo Justice, the fourth game.
Yeah.
And so as a result of the mixed reception, they're like, all right, let's just bring back Phoenix as the main character. Apollo can come too, and let's add a girl too for good measure.
Yeah, just flesh out the cast a bit.
Yeah, and they didn't continue the plot threads from Apollo Justice at all. They kind of just left the opening ones, the hanging ones, like Kristoff and stuff hanging. And so it's kind of so they just kind of do a soft reset essentially, where they add another very light backstory for Apollo. They do a lot of stuff with Athena, and Phoenix is there just kind of helping out as usual. And fifth game is I feel like the fifth game is probably the least well regarded, at least among people I know. I don't know about the general fan base. I think it's still like fine, but like it definitely is strange in certain ways. And one of the main complaints is that, well, one of the main complaints in Apollo Justice was like, you know, they only brought Phoenix back and nobody else. Whereas in Dual Destinies, they brought back a couple more, but still not like Maya. Maya was the big one that people were like, where the fuck is Maya? Like,
understandably, considering she's like your daughter.
Yeah, and at that point she would have been like all grown up in her 30s and stuff. So in the sixth one, they're like, okay, Maya's here, and we're gonna give Apollo Justice like a conclusive story. Give him another backstory, why not? But this time go like a little more ham on it, and kind of make this kind of wrap this up for him, so that way we don't have to juggle like 3 different protagonists in the next one.
Mystic Maya's special someone? So then, of course, you're going to help Mystic Maya, aren't you? That's what you're going to do, right? Well, yeah, I will. Oh, wow, it's like a beautiful fairy tale. That earnest look shining brightly in your eyes. It must be true love. Why am I being boiled into a bright red lobster by this little kid? I'm so jealous of Mystic Maya. Ah, what a wonderful relationship. Wait, things aren't like that. I can tell you're a good...
I really should have made that joke in the ship video, like, you are Pearl.
That would have worked, too! That would have worked.
I did like the joke I wrote, but, like, that would have been good.
That one was pretty funny, also. And I can actually understand that now, because I've played the first Phoenix Wright game.
Yeah, but that was a lot of rambling to say that 4 through 6 were kind of like an Apollo Justice trilogy. So I could see, like, the 7th game as being kind of, like, conclusive for Athena. But, like, I honestly don't know what they're gonna do with the 7th game, if anything.
Who knows? Maybe they'll just keep doing more spin-offs. That's what they've been doing lately.
Kinda. I mean, besides the first great Ace Attorney game came out before the Spirit of Justice. And the only game that's come out since Spirit of Justice, I believe, is the second great Ace Attorney game. And those 2 games had their own arc. I believe.
Yeah.
That was, as far as I understand, it was pretty well wrapped up. And the Investigations, they didn't really have an overall arc for that. It was more just like the first game was Edgeworth investigates stuff, and the second game was Edgeworth has existential crises, and there's lots of shit happening, and oh my god, it's so good. Yeah, but there are a number of characters they still haven't brought back since like the time skip. There's a time skip between Trials and Tribulations and Apollo Justice. So,
yes,
like,
because that's when Phoenix becomes a DILF, right?
Yeah, exactly. So like they haven't brought back Gumshoe, for example. That's I think like the biggest one. They haven't brought back Franziska, which a lot of people are holding out for. They haven't brought back the prosecutor from the 3rd game, though for various plot and lore reasons that might be difficult. I don't know if that's the right word.
We'll get there when we get there.
Yeah.
I want to ask you about the victim, Dr. Gray. I, like, totally don't know him. Oh, okay, we've got a mechanic.
Yes, this is a big addition to the 2nd game. That's also in the 3rd game, and other games in the future, too.
Psych locks? More someone wants to hide the secret, the more locks you will see. If it's only one, I think you can easily unlock it. Please use Mystic Maya's Magatama on this person, and let's remove the lock. Alright. If you don't think you have the proof you need, you must have the courage to stop. Well, gotta start somewhere. Let's give this psych lock thing a try. Alright, so let's just go... I'm sure of it. I guess I have no choice but to remove the lock. Alright, I have to use Maya's Magatama. So...
Yeah, so you have to present the Magatama.
Okay.
Present.
Oh. Wait.
present. Go to the right. Not you can't go in the court record. You have to use present.
I'm a fucking
Right
dumbass. Sometimes I just forget how things work, you know? Where's your prof? Maybe possible that you never actually met Dr. Gray in person. I do believe you might have at least indirectly known of him. Like, what do you mean, like, indirectly? Should try to show that the possibility existed for him. Something that shows a possible connection between Innie and Dr. Gray. Wait a minute. I don't think I actually have anything for this. I think I have to
You don't have it.
Yeah, I have to come back
I don't
later.
think you have it.
Alright.
But
Well,
yeah, they're almost like mini trial sections in investigations, but they're really good. I like them as an addition a lot. Did you check the urn yet?
I did.
Oh, you did.
Okay, let's go back to the meditation room. Oh, hey, Gumshoe. Just for once, I wish I could be on your side. It's okay, that's what Ace Attorney Investigations is for. Get to be on the winning team for once. Detective Gumshoe, what are you doing showing her something that dangerous? Oh, sorry. Cops are just like that. What about Maya and the charges against her? I don't think you can win, pal. If you're talking about proof, we got a few pieces. That puffy-haired photographer is going to testify tomorrow. Uh-huh. Ah, yes. The mixed feelings on the AA3. Yeah, I've heard the prosecutor in AA3 is rather divisive.
Sorry, what did you just say?
I've heard that the prosecutor in the third game is rather divisive.
I feel like people generally love him. Like he's one of my favorites for sure. I do think he is the sort of character that generates discourse, so to speak. But
Of course.
I personally like him as a character a lot.
Copy of the article. I think Dr. Gray might have brought a copy to the office! 2? Yeah, bad news and even worse news. Don't really care. It doesn't change the fact that I'm not going to like it. Alright, pal. Well, prosecutor for the trial is Prosecutor Von Karma. What? Von Karma? Yes. I already know what this is. People keep... Well, of course I know who this is because people keep telling me about her. No one will shut up about her.
It's really... It's very true. It's honestly kind of funny.
Like 13?
I'm pretty sure every single prosecutor from this point on became a prosecutor when they were a teenager.
That country's got a...
Just to highlight how good they are.
Made in Germany. You know the Germans make good things. He's gone now. Oh, that's why people were annoyed. That's why people said don't do 1-5 before 2-1. Because Edgeworth isn't here in this case. But he was in the last one.
Kinda. You'll see. It's really funny. it's so funny.
Jesus Christ.
I can confirm from great Ace Attorney Francis goes the youngest. I was about to be like, who? But then I remembered Iris. She's just not a prosecutor.
Ah.
She's just a doctor of medicine who has also authored all the Sherlock Holmes books. Excuse me, Sherlock Holmes book. and is an inventor. And she's 10.
Sure. Okay. Newspaper clipping. 14 patients died of malpractice. Okay. Move. we have to go here. Go here. Side room. Present the Magatama. Open up the thing. The victim. Okay, yep. Alright. Let's try this. Oh, never mind. For some reason I thought that would be a thing. Oh well.
Wait, were you using... Did you present the article?
Yeah.
Maybe try a profile?
Wait.
I'm not sure. Actually, those don't look right. I thought it was the article. Do you want me to look this up?
Yeah, actually. I'm curious now. Bless you.
You have to go to the meditation room and talk to Gumshoe.
Ah, okay.
And present the newspaper article you have.
Oh, okay. Okay. Dr. Gray brought this over to my office the other day. Hey, that's a news story. The one about the malpractice stuff. You mean the car accident? Oh, here we go. Brought my own clipping with me today. Here. This is for you. Alright, thanks. Mimi Mini. Could you try saying that 5 times fast?
Or in other words, eeny, meeny, miny. Or eeny, meeny, miny, rather.
I swear...
Miny.
So... Eeny, mine, Mimi, mine, this is going to drive me insane!
Her name's Eeny Miney, and her sister is Mimi Miney. You know what the kicker is?
What?
The next case has a character named Mo. No relation, but that's what
Yeah, Eeny Miney. Okay, there we go. So that's how you're supposed to pronounce her name.
Mm-hmm.
Take a look at this newspaper clipping. Like, what is it? A story about an accident? Please read the victim's name. Mimi Miney? Miney is a pretty rare last name, wouldn't you say? Miss Mimi Miney wouldn't happen to be a relative of yours, would she? So you noticed. She was my other sister. Sorry about your loss. Your sister, was she a nurse, perhaps at Dr. Gray's surgical clinic? Gray Surgical Clinic. I don't think I need to tell you that the victim, the clinic was run by the victim, Dr. Turner Gray. Which is how you knew of Dr. Gray. You knew him through your sister. There we go.
Yeah, and doing a successful side talk restores your HP, which is important because I think in this game, when you start taking damage in trials, it carries over into the next one.
Ah, good to know. So I have to save scum even more aggressively.
Yeah. Well, yeah. If you don't, you restore half your HP bar with each successful cyclock broken. So like, so honestly, that's pretty good rate. You don't need to save again. Remember, I played these games without saves coming because DS. But
okay, so this is good to know. I already talked to you about everything. Do I have to present the thing you just gave me to you? No, I do not. Okay. Sometimes you have to do that. Okay, Morgan's still not here. You could save Scum on the DS, it was just a pain.
Yeah, save and quit, and then you had to go back.
Going to meet with Mystic Maya.
As my roommate says, that shit.
What am I supposed to do? I'm almost out of time. Can I really do anything? Can I really save her? Sorry to keep you waiting. It's been a long time, hasn't it, Phoenix? That voice! There she is. There she is. God. Mia.
I do love this theme so much. It's really good.
Mia Fey cosplay is like the first thing I do after top surgery. I actually just ordered my cosplay for the next convention I'm going to. I'm gonna be Hina.
Hina Hikawa?
Yeah.
Wow, you're gonna cosplay Mandori before me.
Granted, yeah. I don't know. I simply vibe with her, Your Honor. Also, I want to save, I have another one in mind, but I want to save it for when my hair is a bit longer. With Hina, it's like I'm gonna wear a wig anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. I should find characters to cosplay for my next convention.
You just gotta get the Michelle suit.
Probably really expensive.
Oh, absolutely. Hina Hikawa sounds like a boppin' cosplay. Yes, exactly. What am I supposed to do? Pretty clear what a good lawyer does in this situation. And that is, tell me, please, believe in your convictions and fight for the complete acquittal of your client. I know she is, and I'll give you a hint as to why. Yes, mediums can't have dreams. They can't? From what you told me, it sounds like Maya was having a dream while channeling. Yeah, she said she dreamt that she had died and had been buried in the ground. But that is impossible. You've heard it from her, I'm sure. When a medium channels, her own spirit disappears, which means that it's impossible for her to dream during that time. And what does this mean? I think it's safe to bet that Maya was set up. A setup? It's up to you to blow the lid on this case tomorrow and show how she was set up. How am I supposed to prove her innocence when I have nothing to go on? This is literally every case. Every case is just proving someone's innocence when you have nothing to go on. Like, that's the Phoenix Wright tradition.
It's good stuff.
The key. I have to present the key. Mia, have you seen this key before? It's literally the key to understanding everything that's happened in this case. This key? Phoenix, listen, right now, that key is sitting in your hand. However, it shouldn't be. It contradicts the facts. What does she mean? I'm certain this key will be the piece of evidence that makes your case tomorrow. You already know everything you need to know. You know what the key to this case is. That is enough. But, how can I win tomorrow without knowing who the real murderer is? Who could have...
So, I don't think I've mentioned this stuff. All the cases in this game and every game forward are 2-day cases. So no more 3-day cases for the rest of the series.
Oh, nice. WLW Coffee. Mia's honkers are so massive, even death can't hold them back. No grave can hold those knockers down.
What's she hiding, Min?
What is she hiding? Must know something about the real murderer. But for this to be something that she would hide under lock and key from even me, what in the world is going on? Dun dun. All right, do we have time for 1 day of trial?
It's 9 o'clock. I'm down.
All right, cool.
If you are. I'm sure chat would love to see Franziska.
Yes, let us give the people what they want. Let's get some Franziska in here, and
everybody's gotta go awooga, awooga.
She's 13, you fuckers.
She's not 13 now. She was 13 when she started.
Ah, okay.
I forget how. I think she's like 18 or 19. I forget.
She's legal, apparently. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna do 1 day of trial, and then we'll call it quits. She is 18.
Yeah, there's what you have a flashback case in Investigations 1 where she's 13.
Ah.
She's honestly very cute.
Okay, gotcha. They have a different design for her and shit?
Yeah. She looks like a child, because she is.
Yeah, there you go. Oh boy, here we go. People have really hyped her up. I got, like you guys have, maybe you like, this is bordering on, like, overhype, if I'm being honest.
I mean, I like Franziska a lot. She's not, like, a personal fave of mine. I know. I'm ashamed to lesbians everywhere. I'm sorry.
It's because
I'll turn in my badge.
you just have, it just means you don't want to get dommed. That's all it is. It's fine.
That's true.
It's not for everyone, you know?
I think that's the thing. I think the people who are really into like that specific thing, like, you know, just love her. You know.
Like, not everyone wants a dommy mommy, you know?
Oh, I love Pearl.
Oh, Jesus Christ. What a precocious young lass she is.
Oh my god, chat. Chat is going full horny. Y'all need to be bonked. Just want her to hold by his hand. That's a valid take, even though I still continue to not understand the trauma. I'm sorry.
Oh, come on! Oh, wait, this is Maya talking. Okay.
So good!
Gay ass!
I'm slamming the arms of my chair, just like the rightward content of this game is so funny, it's so good.
All right, I'm just looking forward to the big reveal, whenever that may be.
I think you learn about it later in this case.
What's with this kid? Ahem, Mr. Wright, are you prepared? Huh? Yes, Your Honor. Why does he always seem mad at me? Mr. Phoenix Wright. You must be a little shocked because I'm a woman, correct? Hold on, so she's the famed successor to Prosecutor Von Karma? I am Franziska Von Karma, the prodigy. I see. I gave up a promising career in Germany and came to this country for one sole reason. Revenge! Revenge? If that's something of your personal nature, I'm sure you could... Ow! I'm talking! Oh my god.
I'm not surprised that your audience would Bronzy still. Like, that makes a lot of sense to me.
Make no mistake, I will defeat you. Prepare to go down, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Looking like a Team Rocket member in the original Red, Blue, and Green, where they all had whips for some reason. Very well.
For some reason, they were being animal tamers.
Well, yeah, okay. I mean, it does make sense. It's just funny in retrospect because of how they've
absolutely.
How they've done the world building now. It's like when you watch like old Pokemon episodes and they mention like they mention like, you know, eating like fried Magikarp or whatever. It's like, huh, that would not fly today.
Or they have guns.
Oh yeah. Well, those episodes weren't allowed to air in the US.
Mm-hmm.
But it's, something else. That's how you want to play it, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Then I shall now call the first witness. God. If I had the ability, I would absolutely be doing the most obnoxious German accent for her, but
Do you want me to try?
No. Just whipping everyone without a care in the world, as if it is a completely normal thing to do in a courtroom.
Anyway, as you might imagine, in the Japanese version, she was from America.
Okay, sure. Channeling chambers has no windows, and the door was locked shut. At the time of the murder, only the victim and the defendant were in the room. What were they doing in there? They were channeling a spirit. Ahem, anyway, a few minutes after the channeling started, gunshots were heard coming from inside the room. A few of the witnesses broke the door down and rushed into the room. That's when they found that the victim was already dead, correct? Omae wa mo shinderu. Believe this is one of the most open and shut cases I have ever presided over. So, how was the victim killed? I was about to get to that. Stop wasting my time, then. Cause of death. The direct cause of death was a pistol shot to the forehead, sir. The shot was fired from point-blank range. But before the victim was shot, sir, he was stabbed in the chest. The wound was very severe, but not enough to cause instantaneous death. The murderer used the pistol to finish the victim off after the stabbing. Okay, well then where's the murder weapons? Alright, let's get this started. Cause of death was a pistol shot to the forehead. Murder. Yes! Murder weapon. It was the victim's. Victims? Now, why would he have a pistol? Who cares? The point that you are missing is whose fingerprints are on that pistol. If you're not already paying attention to that, then I suggest you start. Along with the victims, the defendant, Maya Faze, were also on the grip, sir. Oh, great! That's just lovely. Shot was fired from point-blank range. Point-blank, huh? So about how far away is that? Anywhere between 12 to 20 inches. And how do you know he was shot point-blank? Tisk, 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 Mr. Phoenix Wright. I grow tired of the foolish foolery of the foolish fools of this foolish country.
It's her favorite word.
Gunpowder burn. When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole. Gunpowder exploding is what makes a bullet fire, and that gets real hot, pal. And there were definitely some gunpowder burns left on the victim's forehead. Wow, never knew that. Live and learn, I guess. Can you feel life moving through your mind? Ooh. Stabbed, and what was he stabbed with? A fruit knife. I see, and whose knife was that? Well, it's a knife that belonged to a fruit! Obviously! Yeah, see? Why did Maya have a knife on her going into the chamber? That raises several questions. What will you do now, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Wound was very severe, but not enough to cause instantaneous death. Maya Yamato, I'm the fruit that owned the knife. How severe was the wound? If it had been half an inch more to the right, would have hit the victim's heart. After a stab like that, it's impossible to fight back, let alone stand. Testimony makes it sound like Maya had stabbed him with the intent to kill. Murderer used the pistol to finish the victim off. Sure, he was stabbed first, then shot? Yep, sure as can be. One look at the wounds and you come to the same conclusion too. A fool is a fool who will only listen to the foolish opinions of other foolish fools. A pistol shot to the forehead at point blank is certainly enough to kill instantly. Does it matter then which was first? Think a little more before you open that big mouth of yours, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Grr, what a pain. That's enough. We've clearly established how the victim was murdered. Brought the 2 murder weapons with me today. Very well, the court accepts them into evidence. Okay. Got a knife. Date and time of the death was June 19th at 3:15 p.m. Eyewitnesses claim to have heard 2 gunshots at this time. And 2 murder weapons, both with the defendant's fingerprints on them, huh? This does seem like an open and shut case. Oh! Or is it? Naturally. This is going from bad to worse, as if the summary just now wasn't oversimplifying things to the extreme. Your Honor, feel free to slam that little gavel of yours. After all, there is no room left for doubt, is there? That's quite true, Mr. Wright. Yes, even in the face of all this, do you still wish to plead not guilty? It's the opinion of this court that if you do not adjust your plea, you stand to lose. See, just as I promised, Mr. Phoenix Wright, you would change your plea in less than 10 minutes. What will you do, Mr. Wright? Will you change to justified self-defense? Because now would be the time to do so. Well, obviously no. No, we gotta plead not guilty. Obviously! Because there's all sorts of nonsense going on. Your Honor, have you reached a decision? Defense will not change its plea. We will accept nothing short of complete acquittal. You have sealed your fate, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Detective! Yes, sir? Present the final portion of your testimony. The final strike. Yes, sir. Now, see here, proceedings are run by... Oh, yeah, yes, of course. Go ahead, detective, and give your testimony. I think the court would like to hear about the other piece of incriminating evidence. Oh boy, but wait, there's more. Hamster Vorm Fenster donates another €2 and says, Min, would you ever consider cosplaying Franziska? I mean, it's not out of the question, but, I don't know, maybe? Depends on how much I get attached to her. Thank you for the €2, though. Greatly appreciated. Sorry, pal, but there's an even more incriminating piece of evidence. This is the costume the defendant... Oh, it's just her, outfit. Court accepts that into evidence.
See if you can examine that. No? Okay.
Yeah, I don't think we have the little spinny option for this one.
Not for the next 2 games, because remember, these were GBA originally. So.
Yes, exactly. Hold on, I got it, okay, well, this is just...
When you start...
Just looking at the evidence for future reference. Oh my god. I think I know what it is. I think I'm already starting to. God damn it. Okay.
Do you wanna tell me what you're thinking?
So, okay, So, there's a bullet hole in the folding screen, right? And if you look at the floor plans, you can see that the folding screen is not flush with the back of the room. There's some space behind it. So there was a fucking dude behind the folding screen, and that's where the murderer was. But this is obviously just a theory, so... a game theory!
Game theory. Thanks
So
for watching.
we'll just push that off to the side. I'm probably wrong because this game is fucking nuts and you can't tell what it's going to throw at you next. But, you know, on the off chance I'm correct, that'll be really funny if I figured it out that early. What's wrong? You seem to be at a loss. I think this is the last piece of testimony the prosecution should have to offer. Feel free to sulk off with your tail between your legs, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Please stop calling me by my full name, it's disturbing. A second shooter! Thank you, Mallory N. You're kind of scary today, you know, pal? Calm down, Mr. Wright. Alright, just... I love how easily the judge loses control of his courtroom. It's very funny.
It is really funny.
Well, no surprises there. If you must change the topic, then the good detective here must testify again. But too bad, not enough time. Let's move on. Ah, yes, Miss Von Karma is perfectly correct. If I bite off more than I can chew here, what should I do? I mean, you always press further, right?
Always.
Always.
I cannot think of a single instance in the series where you do not press further.
Must be something about this costume. Just have to look harder. That's right. Miss Von Karma's logic is perfect. There's no way for you to poke a hole. Looks like my time's up. Wait, there is one... Hold on. I'm trying to think now. I have to, like... Because the... There's one little thing. What? Come this far, there's no turning back now. Oh, wait. Oh, whoa? What's this? I asked the court to please take a look at the sleeve of this costume. The sleeve? There's a tiny hole here. A hole? That wasn't in the report. Hold on, what's this around the hole? Smells faintly of gunpowder? Gunpowder? No one ever told me a hole that smells of gunpowder. Looks like I found the hole I was looking for. Your Honor, the only logical conclusion you can make is that it must be a bullet hole. Order. This is a very grave matter. It's best we correct the court record first before anything else. All right. Sorry about that. I guess we messed up, sir. Typical. She's smiling? What else is she hiding? Pull yourself together, detective. That tiny hole doesn't change a thing. The strength of the evidence still holds. Continue with your testimony. That just now was a fluke. Nothing more. Oh yeah, baby, he updated the autopsy report. Updated the evidence report.
All I was looking for. Rude, his name is Miles Edgeworth. God.
This is my hole! It was made for me!
Oh.
Oh, God, okay. He wasn't fighting back. How do you know if he was or wasn't? Could find no evidence that the victim put up any sort of struggle, pal. So did the murderer have a fight with the victim or not? Depending on this, the circumstances around this murder changed drastically. We're in real trouble now. If only I had something to prove the victim did fight back. That Von Karma, she thinks she can decide the verdict with this testimony alone. Well, I'll find a critical contradiction somewhere. Well, actually, we do. It is either... I'm going to say it's the outfit. I think that is the correct answer here.
But let me put it this way.
There we go.
If you ever press and get more evidence or a new statement or anything like that out of it, that's going to be part of the way forward.
For sure.
If you go back to the same testimony.
I'll tell you what it means. It means that the victim had fired off a shot. Is that what it means to not fight back? You're right. Seems you're correct. If the victim had tried to shoot the defendant, then it would change everything. All right, the wind seems to be shifting. Huh. What is with you? Are you finished yet, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Miss Von Karma? It seems that Maya Fey was shot at by the victim. However, that is only grounds enough to support a justified self-defense plea. That is correct. But I'm sure you remember, Your Honor, what the defense clearly said. They rejected justified self-defense and pleaded not guilty. Now that you... Why, that's right. Which means the defense has yet to prove anything at all. That's true. Furthermore, just the fact that there's a bullet hole in the costume is not enough to substantiate even a plea of justified self-defense. How so? Ah! Don't just stand there! Hurry up and tell the court what transpired that day. With the new information we acquired, added in, of course. Huh, you mean by myself? You want me to put together the scenario all by myself? Ah! Yes, sir. Right away, sir. Oh, man. A woman who likes being called sir. I already see why people are into her. During the channeling, the defendant saw her chance to stab the victim in the chest. Of course, the victim used the last of his strength to fight back, sir. While the two were fighting, the victim took out his gun. Victim took a shot, but because they were too close, he missed. The defendant then picked up on the opening, took the victim's gun, and ended it. The scenario we've put together does make sense. Well, kinda. However, I won't give up that easily. Now then, your cross-examination, please. Defendant saw her chance to stab the victim in the chest. There's quite a difference in height between Dr. Gray and the defendant. Add in body strength, and it seems unlikely the defendant could have stabbed the victim. Now that you mention it, yeah, I get... Oh. Think you can get away with such flimsy reasoning, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Maya Fey was in the middle of channeling, was she not? When channeling with the Courtroom channeling technique, the medium physically changes. With the nurse's build, the defendant could have easily been a match for the doctor. Oh, so we are submitting channeling as evidence in court.
Kinda.
Like I said before, I am perfect. About what you were talking about, I didn't quite get it. Never mind, let's continue with the testimony. I wish I were Gumshoe in this situation. Oh my god, you people. If you think about the blood loss, he was probably hurt pretty bad. How badly would you say he was hurt? Actually, I went to give blood the other day, and afterwards I felt a little lightheaded and dizzy. Guess the damage was maybe about 10 times the dizziness? Ah! Sorry. While the two were fighting, victim took out his gun. Where in the world did that pistol come from? Looks like the victim, Dr. Gray, had specifically brought it for that day. But a handgun? Got it off the black market about 2 days before the murder. Why did Dr. Gray bring a handgun? Was he taking precautions against something? Let's see here. Victim took a shot, but because they were too close, he missed. So you're saying that the bullet hole in this costume was made then? Sorry, pal, but yeah, that's what I think. The two of them were already fighting when a shot was fired. I'm really glad you weren't hurt. Defendant then picked up on the opening, took the victim's gun, and ended it. Maya has never fired a gun before in her life. Victim had already taken off the safety. With the safety off, even an amateur like you can fire it just by pulling the trigger. Even me? I wonder. Now do you understand? Avon Karma's logic is perfect. His testimony certainly makes us look very bad, but there's gotta be a contradiction in there somewhere. And uncovering it is going to uncover the truth. I can feel it! Okay. Okay, let me... So it was on the bottom of the sleeve, so with that position, the bullet wouldn't have actually hit her, so that's not an issue. We've got a knife, the gun, which has both of their fingerprints on it, stabbed in the chest, and then shot at point blank. Diagram of the channeling chamber, that's not what we need. 8 inches off the ground. 8 inches off the ground. If he fired... That doesn't line up. So... Okay. I really hope the game is going to follow my logic here. Oh, damn it, I did not mean to do that. Hold on. God damn it. Alright, that was the only thing I have. I have no idea what to do with this one. Amelia?
Yeah?
Do you know how to get past this segment?
I don't innately, but give me a second, I'll look it up.
Thank you. I had an idea, but I think I'm probably thinking several steps ahead of the game, as always.
I understand.
Remember about the... Wait, gunpowder burns. Wait, chat is giving me a hint.
Let chat give you the hint. So... Now that's right. Check the gun? Or maybe the autopsy report.
2 shots fired. Stabbed in the chest, then shot at point blank. Gunpowder
is it for that?
That on this statement or a different statement?
Yeah, that on that statement.
No.
What?
Here. Alright, let's just look it up.
Hold on a second.
Remember to think crazy, Minerva.
Oh, no. It was the right statement to present the costume.
Okay. So it's... Oh, so we had to present the costume again. This little hole has actually created a huge hole in your testimony. Explain yourself, Mr. Wright. Said the two of them were fighting when the victim fired his gun at point blank. If that were true, then where is the gunpowder burn on this Yeah, okay, okay. It smelled like gunpowder, but you can't see the gunpowder. Means that when the shot was fired, they were standing apart from each other. I'm disappointed, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You think you can punch a hole in my logic with that? With wishy-washy thinking like that, anyone can explain anything away. I mean, yeah, that's how this works. Let's see. In the middle of their fight, the victim pushed the defendant away. And it was then, when they were separated, when that he fired. How was that? As if that was even possible. According to the testimony, the wound from the stabbing was very severe. The victim would not have had the strength to push the defendant very far after that. Well then, that's right, the defendant must have pushed the victim away. After stabbing him, she must have put some space between the doctor and herself. And then, while she was preparing to strike again, the doctor took his shot. There, that should satisfy even you. That does make an awful lot of sense. What do you think, Mr. Wright? Must be careful. I can't afford to make a mistake here. Concentrate and think. No, it doesn't make sense. There is a fatal flaw in her argument, Your Honor. Fatal? Flaw? Yow! Very interesting. I would love to see where this flaw is. Show me something that contradicts my explanation. She put some distance between them before rushing to make the final blow. And when she was about to strike, the doctor took his shot. Oh, yeah, because she was... God damn. Oh. I could've... I mean, I know what it means. I know what it is, I just don't know how to present the evidence that proves it. Would it be the knife?
Did you present the holding screen?
Is that what it is?
I think so. Because it has a hole in it, remember?
Oh, now they let me do my folding screen theory. It looks like you already know what I'm talking about. Who? What? Where? The bullet went through the defendant's sleeve first, then the folding screen. It passed through at a height of approximately 8 inches off the ground, which means... when the shot was fired, Maya, I mean the defendant, was not getting ready to strike, but was actually squatting low to the ground. Order! Order! This changes everything. Please, look at this diagram of the crime scene. The victim, Dr. Gray, was here when he fired the shot. And the bullet hits this folding screen. It hit at this location about 8 inches off the ground. At this time, the defendant was in this area. Would have had to have been here, right? Yeah. Would have had to have been, like, in front of him, but not, like, right in front of him? Like, there? Somewhere around here. Oh, did I... God damn it! Okay, fucking... okay. Would it be right in... Is it right in front of him?
What's the question?
Where was Maya located?
So, think about this logically. If there's a hole in the folding screen and a hole in her clothes, where would she have been?
By the folding screen?
Mm-hmm. Maybe behind it?
Oh, now my thing comes into play.
I thought that's the right answer. I'm a dummy.
It's
digital dummy.
It's okay, it's okay. You're just, living up to your love of Hello Happy World. You're just,
Try the opposite side, like right in front of the folding screen.
How much health am I going to lose by doing this? She was standing here, near the folding screen. Wait a second. We know the defendant was close to the ground based on the height of the bullet hole, but how can you gauge the distance from that? Isn't it possible that the defendant was standing much closer to the victim? That's impossible. But why? You, of all people, should know the answer to that question, Miss Von Karma. If she were shot from somewhere closer, there would be gunpowder burns present. However, there is nothing of the sort around the bullet hole of this costume. Curse you, Mr. Phoenix Wright, you... I believe it has now been proven that the defendant was standing a ways away from the victim when she was shot at. But do you think this has changed the defendant's situation? Yeah, it changes everything! Honestly, Your Honor, this changes everything. The prosecution has claimed that the defendant was aiming to kill by stabbing. If that were true, delivering the final strike with the knife would be ideal. However, where and what was the defendant doing at the time? Squatting all the way by the folding screen. Exactly. If Maya Fey was the real murderer, why would she be by the folding screen instead of preparing to strike? Upon further consideration, it does make very little sense. Yeah, I figured there had to be a reason. Figuring things out and proving the logic behind everything is your job. Yeah. You are such a smart man, Mr. Phoenix writes. To think that you've been able to take a completely hopeless case to this point. Now, I know why Papa had a tough time with you. You amuse me. Of all the things to inherit, why did she have to be that smarmy smile? Detective, how dare you damage my perfect logic? Huh? How is this all my fault? You can start repairing your standing by first removing that 3-strand goatee. Oh, and rest assured, your punishment will come later. Punishment? Well then, Your Honor, I think I've had all I can take of this detective's face. I think it's time to call in the next witness. Next witness? That's gotta be Lotta. Very well, the court will take a 5-minute recess. After we reconvene, we will hear from the next witness. To be continued. Do we want to finish this day of the trial or call it quits here, Amelia?
I think we should finish the trial, just because there's one moment I'm waiting for.
Oh, no. No, you were giving it your all to defend me, but I could feel the death penalty hanging in the air. Felt like I was pretty close to dying myself. But you were wonderful out there. You listened carefully, made theories, and tricked everyone into believing you. Thanks. Wait, tricked? That must be the lawyer's secret technique, right? I mean, yeah, actually. Pretty sure it's Lotta Hart. Oh, guess there's no escaping her, huh? Remember, Nick, you promised you'd save me. If you lose, me and my sis's ghosts will come after you and haunt you. Your sister? Oh, are you talking about Mystic Mia? Yeah, do you remember her, Pearly? My sister was a super good lawyer. She was also Nick's teacher. Oh, I didn't know that. Ow! I don't want to hear it, old man. After I call my witness, sit there quietly and watch like a good little boy. Yes, sir. Bring in the photographer who witnessed the channeling. Hello, Lotta. Hey, Phoenix, how you doing? Just fine. Sorry about this. Didn't exactly have a choice, you know? Yowza! Name and occupation. I declare what in tarnation? Hey, Judge, this here is violence against my fair self. That's fine. That's fine. This ain't fine. That's a whip. Yeah! I'm glad that Lada is like the one person in this court who actually understands how weird this is. Very amusing to me that everyone else goes with it, but she's like, hey, what the hell?
What the fuck?
There's no need for foolish outcries from foolishly foolish fools. I really wonder what Von Karma's verbal tick is in Japanese.
I think it's literally just baka.
She just says baka over and over again?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh my god, she's literally a soon.
Why do you think that people love her so much?
We just need to coax the dere out of her. Only the doc and the defendant went into the channeling chamber. We were waiting outside the door, and then bang, we hear this gunshot. Mr. Lawyer there broke the door down, and we rushed into the room. Inside was the dead victim and the defendant waving a pistol around. I swear, other than those two, there was no one else in the room. Did you take a picture of the scene right after the murder took place? Yes. Yes, she did. Yeah! Does it look like I care? Hurry up and show your picture to the court. Moment of truth. What will be in that picture? Let's see. This here's the picture. That's pretty fucking damning. Certainly seemed the defendant and the victim were in the room. Ace Attorney dating sim. Kuroshi, people would pay money for that. People would pay so much money for that. It's already a visual novel. You'd barely have to change the engine. I was gonna make a joke, but I can't remember what the last part of my joke was. Fuck! Damn it. Waiting outside the door, and then bang, we hear this gunshot. Is it really a gunshot? Oh my god, this is getting stupid. Come on, Phoenix, you can do better pressing than this. Mr. Lawyer there broke the door down and we rushed into the room. Inside was the dead victim and the defendant, waving a pistol around. Oh my god. All of these presses are really stupid. Oh, wait. It's going to happen near this gal. She... Maya? Saw the murder at that time. You couldn't even tell if it was Maya Fey or not, am I correct? Well, you see... Order! Miss Hart! You're here to present accurate testimony. Yeah, sorry. Good, this shifts things back to my side. For a defense lawyer, your defense is terribly lacking, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Witness, think back to when those two entered the channeling chamber. When they entered? One of those people that entered the chamber was Maya Fey, correct? Yeah? Person in the picture is most certainly Maya Fey. Well... Swear, other than those two, there was no one else in the room. But that old witch chased us out of the room, so... Yes. But there was no one else in there, and you know it. Channeling chamber was very dark, almost pitch black. Was there really no one else in there? What about behind the folding screen? I took me a good look around. Ah, damn it. We already had a... Okay, we gotta go... We gotta get real stupid. Shit is about to get... dumb in here. Okay, I have to think about this. Wait a minute, why was... No, okay, hold on. There must be something I'm missing here.
Can you go through the statements again? I want to see.
Only the Doc and defendant went into the channeling chamber, waiting outside the door, and then bang, we hear a gunshot. Mr. Lawyer there broke the door down and we rushed into the room. Inside was the dead victim and the defendant, waving a pistol around. I swear, other than those two, there was no one else in the room. Oh, I just realized we hear this gunshot. Technically, it was 2 gunshots, but I don't think that changes anything.
You need to press on her 4th statement.
Hold on. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I already pressed on this one.
You need to press again.
What the hell? Press harder. I swear to God, we already did this.
Sorry, I'm just trying to follow the guide I have.
I swear to God, I actually... Yeah, I've already been through this dialogue. I did this earlier.
You should have a choice in a second.
Oh, there were 3 options and I picked the wrong one. That's what I did.
Yeah.
Wait.
You gotta... I think you have to press this one. Yeah.
Oh! That... Oh, right. Okay. Hold on. Under the flooring? So it wouldn't have been behind the door. Is it actually under the flooring, Amelia?
It is not under the flooring. I believe it's
behind the door.
Behind the folding. It's behind the folding screen.
I already did behind the folding screen.
Do it again, I'm pretty sure.
Again?
That's what it says, and then you're given a choice to present further evidence. Choose can't present anything else.
I swear to God, I already fucking did this. So behind
the folding screen.
I'm going fucking insane.
That's weird. According to the guide, that's what you have to do. Did you press every single statement?
Oh, I probably...
Every single statement.
Oh, there we go. I forgot to press one of the statements.
Okay, wait. I have to pay attention for this part.
The face of the defendant cannot be verified in this picture. However, if we think about the circumstances, it would have to be the defendant. What do I do? I'm just gonna let this go. What is it, Mr. Wright? You look as if you have something to say. If I make one wrong move, I'm going to have the judge against me. Is there anything I can present that would prove it's not Maya in the photo? Well, we can't present anything yet. Right?
As far as I know, no.
Excuse me. I couldn't protect Maya. The defense. Come on, Phoenix, you can do it. Phoenix, you can't make that kind of face. A lawyer is someone who smiles, no matter how bad it. That is not what a lawyer is. What? Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, you don't say.
Yeah. It's honestly miraculous that they are just torn apart.
Think carefully one more time about what you saw in the channeling chamber. Do you remember what you told me yesterday? Dr. Gray, click. Wait, there should be a second photo. Why haven't we mentioned the second photo yet? I definitely have a hair in my eye and it's bothering me. Sorry. Wait, Your Honor. The defense would like to request that the witness testify one more time. Overruled. I'm afraid you're too late, Mr. Wright. The cross-examination has already ended. Furthermore, any unrelated... It's fine. I'll allow another testimony. Von Karma's case is perfect. Absolutely flawless. And what better time than this for you to see that? But, I mean, I have some place I must go at. Okay, alright, I'll allow it. Miss Hart, hurry and give us another testimony. What am I supposed to talk about? What happened when you burst into the channeling chamber? Okay, you got it. It's fucking Von Karma. Broke into the room, all I could focus on was Maya, and got scared of the dead body, so I didn't take a good look at it. Really bad when it comes to blood and ghosts and stuff. Still managed to point my camera at Maya and take a shot. A shot? Alright, we have to get... How did we not mention... How did no one mention the two photos before? Two what? 2 shots. You took 2 shots. But only one's been submitted as evidence. Miss Hart, where is the other picture you have been withholding? Deus Ex Mia? Yes, Beetlebop, that's exactly what it is. Ain't it obvious that prosecutor woman told me to shut my trap about it? Caught in 4K. Unforgivable, Von Karma. Suppressing evidence like this. You're as bad as your father. I think we have to confront Franziska, right? The judge isn't gonna do anything about this.
That's a very good point.
Your Honor, the defense asks that Prosecutor Von Karma be held in contempt of court. Me in contempt of court? You can't be serious. But you hid evidence from the court on purpose. That's not fair. Phoenix, are you a lawyer or a school child? Miss Von Karma, would you care to explain yourself to this court? I thought this picture was not important and thus felt no need to submit it. That's all. How could you think that? The pictures were more or less the same, so why bother with the second? I mean, it's just so much more trouble than it's worth for me to submit these as evidence. More trouble than it's worth? How can you say that? If you want to see it that badly, I'll submit it. Alright, let's see it. Yeah, she looks pretty different in that one. What is this? What is this picture? It's obviously the second picture the witness took that day at the scene of the crime. Well, it's a little off-center, but that's what you get with a nervous amateur. I think the important point here is the person in this picture. This is most definitely not Maya Fey. I cannot believe we're actually putting this into evidence. What is the meaning of this? Might be the break I was looking for. Should I or should I not insist that the person in this we're going... Ah! We're gonna say Maya didn't do it because the ghost did it.
I love Ace Attorney. It's so good.
That's what we're gonna... It's not Maya. I don't think that's actually what happened, but we have several more stupid plot twists to get through before we can get to that one, so for now, we're gonna say the ghost did it. There's only one conclusion that can be drawn then. That, somehow, this other person snuck in and traded places with the defendant. Min, you cross-examined a parrot, and this is where you draw the line. It's all sort of in the same soup of ridiculous nonsense. I was mad about the parrot thing, though. I was really mad about that.
That was so funny.
I clipped that and everything because I was so upset.
You were so angry.
Take a look at Prosecutor Von Karma's face. She's smiling. I think you had better continue to worry, Mr. Phoenix Wright. It's Von Karma, what do you mean by that? Your Honor, I would like for you to take a look at this picture. Oh shit. This was taken yesterday at the detention center's visitors room. This is Mr. Phoenix Wright and the defendant, Maya Fey, during his visit. But this isn't a totally different person. She looks this way because she is obviously in the middle of channeling a spirit. Yes, we're submitting channeling as evidence in court because, sure. When Maya Fey is in that state, she physically changes into the person she's channeling. Miss Von Karma, a word, if I may. Taking pictures of someone during a private visit is illegal. Surely, you must know that that picture can't be submitted as evidence. Obviously, I know this picture is illegal, but I never intended to submit it as evidence in the first place. From the moment I showed this picture to the court, this case became all mine. After all, this image has now been forever burned into the judge's mind. Oh my god. Tricky, tricky trickery. Is there any way I can prove that the person in this picture is not Maya? Well, okay, hold on. Let's think for a second. So, Mia said that because Maya was having a dream, it was impossible for her to be channeling, right? So if Maya wasn't channeling, that means this is in fact a different person. Probably Innie Miney, based on appearance alone. However...
Yeah, I appreciate this train of thought, Min, but you're overthinking it at the moment, I think.
Do I just say I can't prove it and move on?
No, you can prove it.
Oh, I can.
You don't need to three-dimensional chess think that far ahead yet.
Oh, okay. I'll deal with it later. Wait, what's the contradiction?
So think less about her physical. Well, I guess it is think about her physical appearance, but not the boobies and not the face.
Yeah.
Think about what's missing.
Hold on. This is it, it's not the blood splatter, is it?
Nope.
So that's not the inconsistent part. It's not the beads. This is gonna drive me nuts.
It's very simple, honestly.
Oh! Fuck! Thank you, chat. Thank you, chat. Oh, god damn it. That's what I get for not paying attention. There was a bullet hole in the sleeve of the defendant's costume. If that's the case, then it should be in this picture as well. Like to bring down the mood, don't you? Take a look at Miss Von Karma's face. Oh yeah, she's always smug. This is her default position. I would like to extend an apology on behalf of those incompetent fools. What do you mean, and what incompetent fools? If those fools down at the precinct hadn't missed the bullet hole, I would have gotten a report about it. As I didn't, I could not have known that this picture was of any value to this case. I see. You can't prove that. Franziska von Karma's idea of a perfect case is quite fascinating, don't you think? Your Honor, you need not worry. If you must assign a penalty, I'll personally make sure that detective gets what's coming. I'm sure there will be a great gnashing of teeth at his next salary discussion. Poor Gumshoe.
He suffers, he really does.
Being Gumshoe and Edgeworth are just constantly getting owned.
It's true, that's why they're meant for each other.
Indeed. Alright. Here we go. There's only one logical explanation for this contradiction. The shooter! There was a second shooter!
If only there was a grassy knoll.
Yes! The grassy knoll is the area behind the screen. Here we fucking go. Order is not restored. I will suspend this trial. Ow! Ah! Why me? The defense's argument is a complete mess. A complete mess? I fail to see how. Please enlighten us. Hey, witness. Ah! What the heck? Is this any way to ask a gal for a favor? Be quiet, you. You were the one who said it was only the two of them when you entered the room. Well, you know, if you were lying, I swear that my whip will be the last thing you see. Look, sis, you're looking mighty scary, so why don't we say you... What? I swear, I wasn't lying or nothing. There wasn't anyone else in there, honest. You see? Now riddle me this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Where did the defendant vanish to? And where did this other woman appear from? Why is it lately all I want to do is cry? This poses two very big questions. First, where did the defendant vanish to? And second, where did this person come from? That's right! Now hurry up and answer, Mr. Phoenix Wright! Come on, you can't fall apart here, Phoenix Wright. Can't believe that even Mia's calling me by my full name. But I mean, how am I supposed to prove something like this? Had enough yet, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Or do you think you have enough in you to turn things around even now? To turn things around? That's right. Mia would always turn things around and change her perspective. So, where did this intruder appear from? And where did Maya disappear to? I need to look at this situation from a different angle. Let's see. What if before we broke in, the third person was already in the room? And what if Maya had left that room somehow? If I could prove that either of those conditions were true, think what happened. I think it's something I can't explain yet, right?
You can try it. I know at least I know which one is wrong, but I can't remember which of the other two is right.
Oh, so it's a 50-50.
Yeah. If you don't see the meter show up, you don't need to worry about saves coming, at least for right now.
Okay, we're trying it one more time.
Okay, I know which one of the remaining two is correct, I think.
Is it that, before we forced our way into the channeling chamber, Maya had left the room? Is that what we're going with?
No, because then there would only be one person in it, don't you? Right? Like math, 2 minus 1 equals 1, whereas 2 plus 1 equals 3.
Someone else in the room. I have proof that there was someone... Oh my god.
And I know what to present if you need that.
Oh! The key!
Yeah! Oops. I thought that was right. Oops, I'm sorry. It was Maya left the room. Think it over again. It was the right evidence, but wrong. Sorry, that's my bad.
It's okay. This one's
this
one is confusing. It's fine.
Yeah. I thought I knew this game, but it turns out I was cringe.
It's okay. Even a based clock is cringe twice a day. I think
Wouldn't it be even a cringe clock is based twice a day?
Probably.
But yeah, it's the key.
Miss Hart, do you remember this key? Well, I've seen it. Hey, that's the channeling chamber key, right? Oh, my voice is getting tired. Before the channeling started, Maya locked the door from the inside with this. Defendant herself locked the door. Yeah, that's why we all couldn't get the door open. The key's the only one of its kind, after all. Oh, one of a kind, you say? Wait, Mr. Phoenix right. Yes? I'm afraid to ask, but why is that key currently in your possession? If Maya Fey locked herself in, then the key should have been with her. Agreed. However, she did not have the key at the time of her arrest. I got this as a present from a certain little girl. And that little girl was nowhere near the crime scene at the time. That's preposterous. This means that Maya Fey must have left the room. If she had not, then I would not be holding this key you see before you. I have so many questions. Seems we've come at an impasse. This picture has clearly captured the face of the murderer. However, is this person the defendant or not? The defense is arguing this person is not the defendant. Furthermore, as proof, this key has been submitted as evidence. Miss Von Karma, how can this be? At this point in time, a verdict on the defendant's guilt is not possible. My perfect case! How is there a flaw in my perfect case? Don't think you've won yet, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I am a prodigy. I have never lost a case, and I don't intend to lose here in this courtroom to a fool like you. I don't care what I have to do. I will get my guilty verdict. That's enough. If you'd like to continue, do so in the lobby. Court will reconvene tomorrow at 10 a.m. That is all. Court is adjourned. Wow! That was you, Pearly? You summoned my sis? Yes, I felt I had no choice. Great going, Pearly. I knew you were special. Hey, Nick, did you know? Yeah, it's not like anyone else in there could have done that. I know you're trying really hard and all, but I really don't remember ever leaving that room. And I don't think that a third person could have gone into that room. Yeah. Well, at least we have things until tomorrow to figure, things out. Counting on you. Oh, by the way, Nick, do you think you could take Pearly back home with me? Alright, Pearls, you ready to go buy some tickets? Huh? A ticket? Poor thing, so sheltered. Franziska, go to therapy and hit this bong challenge. Anyone else in this trial smoke weed? Alright. Gotten past day 1. I think that's enough. Thank you everyone so much for watching. I'm looking forward to doing the rest of this trial. Wait. Do I have anything going on next weekend? I have to make sure first.
Next weekend I will be away, for the record. I'll be in Reno/Yosemite.
Ah! That could be fun. Seeing family?
That is fun. Yeah.
Nice. Very good. Okay. In that case, let's say we'll do it weekend after next. How about that?
I think right around the time you normally stream would be when I'm flying home, but we can work something out.
We'll figure. We might move it to a different day. We'll find something.
Yeah. You can also stream something else without me too.
Awesome.
I do want to see your reaction to the conclusion of this case and also the questions.
Yes, I will be sure. I will not stream Ace Attorney without you, Amelia. You must.
Thank you.
You must be by my side for all the Ace Attorney streams. I might find a different game for next week. We'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling. Anyway, thanks everyone so much for watching. Hope you tune in for the next one. I really cannot speak tonight. I'm just garbling all my words. Have a good night, everybody.